Easy now. Welcome one and all to a very, very different kind of a Terrafirmacraft stream today. Very, very different indeed. Here's my predicament. Let me welcome your Genka99. How are you both doing? Big yourselves up. So, what's going on here? Well, this is my editing software. Here's the thing. I basically bit off more than I could chew with episode 49. And I recorded like well over 2 hours of footage, and the plan was to like edit it yesterday and release it yesterday evening in time for a stream today. Now, as this episode hasn't been released yet and it's time to stream, I thought, well, let's not put one of them off. Let's not stream, but also let's not edit. So we're going to be doing a bit of editing on the stream. And for that, most of you then who catch this stream, this is going to be like a sneak preview at episode 49 stuff, and also all that stuff in episode 49 that doesn't even make it into the episode. It's behind the scenes. Now, I did do a bit of editing yesterday. So here's what we've got so far from the start up until about the 20-minute mark is edited. But you'll see then for the next 10 minutes of episode, I've got up until the 1 hour and 6 minute mark here. So we have the best part of an hour to condense into 10 minutes here. What is it? 45 minutes. We need to condense 45 minutes into 10 minutes. So that's probably not going to happen. And I think yesterday I was being a little lazy maybe with the way I edited the first half of it as well. We just had too much footage for a kickoff. But what we're going to do is start by just watching back everything I edited yesterday, this first 20 minutes, and try and remove any slow moments, anything that's unnecessary. You know, a lot of people comment on the way that the videos on the DankNStein channel are edited, so I thought, why not just once? We're not going to make a habit of this, but seeing as we're in this situation where I need to do editing and it's streaming day, we can combine the two. You guys can see how I do this stuff, so... yeah, let's do that now. I might put some headphones on for comfort for you guys in terms of hearing the sound coming in and out. And without further ado, let's get cracking. So this will be episode 49. Well, hello, welcome everybody to one more Terrafirmacraft episode, and I'm sure not the last. It's DankNStein here. I think we're like 49, episode 49. Who's up for like a world download or tour or something for episode 50? We need to do something cool next episode, but we're also going to do something cool right now. Look at this thing. The excavator. Check it out. You probably could already actually see just from looking inside those bits that we are looking at a hematite cheeky iron situation here. Okay, so I'm going to cut all of this bit here from so where I say cheeky iron situation, we're going to do something cool, right now. And then we're going to cut all of that waffle, and it's just going to be... But we're also going to do something cool right now. Cheeky iron situation here. I can turn we also down. Get tin and nickel. How's that balance now? Is that a bit particular better? Chunk. We initially set it up on top of the bridge, thinking that anywhere in the chunk would work, and it just like mined out. But I think that works, right? But we're also going to do something cool right now. Cheeky iron situation here. We also get tin and nickel out of this particular chunk. We initially set it up on top of the bridge, thinking that anywhere in the chunk would work. And it just like mined out the blocks of the bridge and then didn't work. So I think you need to be touching the ground. So we're touching the ground now. And we had like our kind of... power cell thing sat there just to test it out, but what we need to do now is build up the power supply for it. Okay, out of this particular and nickel out of this situation here, cheeky iron. We also get tin and nickel out of this particular chunk. But what we need to do now, just to test it out, is build up but what to test it out. But what we need to do now here, there. Let's go straight from. Let's get rid of all of that. Nickel out of this particular chunk. But what we need to do now is build up the power supply for it. Yeah, cool. Okay, here we go. So that's that finished. We can give it a little hammer tap. Hammer time. There we go. And then we might need to go and get one of these relays, but let's see if we can just get an angle going here.
I think we can leave all this
that
in.
Can be accepted. I don't really care how this looks. Connection is obstructed. Yeah, okay. This guy underneath. Okay. And then from here to here, and from here straight down to there. Okay. The question is the thing actually working? Yes. So we can just watch the metal roll in here, like it's all rich. And this thing's probably this locker's probably going to get filled quicker than we'd care to.
Basically, I need to do editing and I need to do a stream right now, so we're doing both at the same time.
Quicker than we'd care to.
Baby. But this is episode 49, so no one's seen this stuff before, so this is like brand new. You're getting like behind the scenes, and you'll be watching footage now that doesn't even make it into the episode. Haha.
To make a second one, so we have a double locker. If we put the next one right next to it here, that's going to also push into there. Oh, interesting. That's on pull. Push. So, what else have we done between episodes?
Well, that's fine.
Well,
we'll
that's
leave that as it is.
Chugging away over there. One of the other things from last episode was that everybody pointed out quite rightly that I didn't need to use hoppers on these Ender IO machines. Now, having already built the thing like this, and also with a vanilla furnace in there, which does need hoppers, I don't want to actually change the design of it. So what we did is we just made some Ender IO item conduits, which are far cheaper than the hoppers, and we replaced them all.
A cheeky nuclear
Same
reactor.
underneath.
I certainly wouldn't say no to that.
We could always turn them into larger lockers if we like, but for now I just did that, and we just salvaged a load of hoppers, which is kind of nice. And one thing that we actually need to do with one of those hoppers is something we've been meaning to do for a little while. Where did I put them? Here we go. We just need one of these, because we did steal one the other day, you see, from right. Put them. Here we go.
I think there's just a bit of umming and ahhing here.
We just need one of these.
Yeah, let's get rid of that.
Meaning to do for a little while. Where did I put them? Here we go. We just need one of these, because we did steal one the other day, you see,
tighter,
from right here. Balance has been restored. So let's cut down some trees.
This is going to be an editing stream. I mean, let's see how quickly we get the edit done. If the edit gets done and I've still got more time to stream, then we'll jump into TFC. I predict, actually, to be honest, that it might not take more than an hour to finish this edit, because I did do a bit of it yesterday.
Balance has been restored. So let's cut down some trees, maybe. I've got some plans for today. Like, we need to finally address. I can tighten that up as well. We don't need to explicitly say that we are going to cut down trees when the next shot is of us cutting down trees, so we can get rid of that. Keep it tight. Balance has been restored. I've got some plans for today. Like, we need to
that's much better.
Finally address this food group situation. Maybe plant a second batch of crops, because
I'm
it's
very
late
excited
spring,
for you guys to see how this episode ends.
Another
as well.
pretty good batch in.
There's some
But
really
yeah, I think
cool
we should
stuff,
make a load of bread this episode.
that we do in this episode.
Start making sandwiches. Start getting a little bit more healthy. Now, the other thing we could do is we could take our core sample drill out for a spin. And we're going to end up with a lot of ore from doing this, right? A lot of ore. And our ingot vault, as you know, has been getting quite full with certain things. So this is something else we did on the stream, which I'm super proud of. Don't know why it took us so long to think of this, but this is genius. We just make reinforced lockers of the type of the metal that it is underneath. So we've got extra storage for each type now. So, for example, lead, which we filled up on.
That's a little bit slow, isn't it?
A type of the metal that think of this, but this is genius. We just make reinforced lockers of the type of the metal that it is underneath, of the type of the metal that it is underneath. We've got each type of lead, which we. So, for example,
just cut there. Oh no, I didn't find the hungry node. No, that's my spoiler.
So, for example, lead, which we filled up on. Silver, which we filled.
Okay, yeah, maybe when I'm talking, I'll make sure I pause that in order to speak, because the double voice must be super confusing when it's two of the same person.
So, for example, lead, which we filled up on. Silver, which we filled up on, and more than any, gold. Look at all that extra gold. So we, because we get that from the mob farm, and we don't really spend it as quickly as we do the pig iron. We have a lot of gold.
But as you can see, we're out of pig iron again, and we only have a tiny bit of steel there, so we're going to need to do more mob farming. Our iron, our nickel, and our tin are going to be nice and full after we finish with that vein. And to just look at some of the other bits and bobs that we found. We found a silver
Right, this is a
vein,
segment
an
I was
Alena
going to
vein,
cut
which is
actually
just
in
more
its entirety,
lead,
because I
which
think we
comes
spent
from
quite a long
Scotland
time
anyway. We found a
talking about
nickel
the
vein.
different veins
I think a nickel vein
that we found, and then looking them up in the book here,
because it has
and just discussing the different
and half sulfur. That one's powder, right? Copper
veins, and it's okay, but we'll discuss this in a future episode.
Okay,
it doesn't really fit with
copper at all. I think there's some that don't appear in here at all. But then, you know, lots of these we do get from our sifting, and we are halfway through a sifting process, which I still haven't done. But then, you know, lots of these...
So I think it's there when we say, you know, lots of these we get from our sifting, and we start to introduce the sifting segment. That's the next bit that we want.
Get that from the mob farm, and we don't...
Sorry, yeah, I'll try and keep an eye on the double voicing here.
don't really spend it as quickly as we do the pig iron. We have a lot of gold. But as you can see, we're out of pig iron again, and we only have a tiny bit of steel there, so we're going to need to do more mob farming. Our iron, our nickel, and our tin are going to be nice and full after we finish with that vein. And to just look at some...
Yeah, so from here, from there to here, is this the bit?
But then, you know, lots of these we do get from us.
Yeah, so all of that we can cut, which is quite a nice amount of space. So that's 343 up to 520, so we've nearly cut, like, what's that, 1 minute and 40 seconds. Pretty nice, pretty nice.
Are going to be nice and full after we finish with that vein. But then, you know, lots of these we do get from our sifting, and we are halfway through a sifting process, which I still haven't done between episodes, but maybe we'll do some AFKing over the course of me actually making this episode today. Anyway, but, you know, I suppose what I'm getting at is very soon, you know, we're reaching end game for ore collection right here, because our various methods are so effective now. I'm going to produce it at such high quantities. So I've done a bit of editing probably in this little last clip since we last came over here, but it's not been very long at all, really. And not much longer than the amount of time I've spent talking just now. But let's see what at such high quantities. So I've done a bit of editing probably in this little last clip since we last came over here, but it's not been very long at all, really. Let's see what we got here.
Yeah, tighten this area up.
Let's see what we got here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, so it's like half full.
Let's try slicing this right down there.
Really? Let's see what we got here. Oh my god. Yeah, so it's like half full already. So we should absolutely start emptying this thing already. Yeah, right, they're basically nearly done. So let's take this guy back over. Yeah, so this is nearly done. So
we can't really tighten that up very much, you see, because we kind of want to show me breaking
they're basically
the thing.
nearly done. So let's take this guy back over.
In fact, let's just get rid of the basically nearly
already.
done.
Let's take this guy back over. Yeah, so this is the situation where people have been talking in the comments about something that I think we need to look into, which is being able to like teleport items and fluids and things around the map, interdimensional transceivers or something. I can't remember what people said they were called in the comments, but it was something like that. Sounds very juicy. Looks like we might need to fill up that with some more of the oil from here. Interesting. Okay, so with two of these, I've just moved it from one side to the other so we can get like kind of filled up, and then I suppose while those are refilling, it makes sense to bring this over here, transfer it into the into the buffer we've set up over there, and then come back once they're filled up. So yeah, this is a lot of running back and forth that this is going to require without these teleporting items. So should we have a quick look into that first as a very initial priority here today? And I think, yeah, we should make a second locker for the storage. But for now, why don't we just steal one? I can think of exactly the spot I want to steal it from, too. Right here. Okay, having run back and forth a little bit here, it looks like the refinery might produce the fuel slower than we're consuming it here. I was hoping that by just running back and forth I could prove to myself that we are actually creating more of it than we're using. But I'm not convinced that's true. Okay, we're up to 6.9 in... That's not very tight there. We can just definitely just bring that in. That's true. Okay, we're up to 6.9 in there. So you know what? I think I take it back. I think we are actually with the double refinery does produce it faster than this thing consumes it. So up to 6.9 there isn't bad. Okay, let's have a look here. Yeah, I think it is. If this goes up beyond 6.9, then we know. Ooh, it's about equal. Okay, I think we can cut quite a lot of that. Just to here. Add. Okay, let's have a look here. If this goes up beyond 6.9, then we know it's better. Ooh, it's about equal. Ooh, it's close, it's close. It's not going to be a huge bottleneck though. We're at least producing it at roughly the same speed. Yes, Jonathan, welcome. How you doing? But I think, yeah, first thing has to be first. Let's have a little cooking break right now, right? I think that's what we need to do. Okay, so what kind of bread do we want here? We've got tons of oat. Absolute tons of it. Same goes for the wheat. A lot of wheat here. Let's do all of this. One whole stack. The little extra bit and all this flour. We'll make all of that into bread. That's a nice amount of bread. And then as for cheese, we're going to want to do something with all our cheese too. Let's just be responsible. Cut all the mold off here. We'll take that bit of paste. We'll take that end and we'll take another whole stack. And I think that's going to be a stupid amount of cheese. But that's good. That's what we want. And then, yeah, we'll have fruit from the watermelon. So that's fine, even though the fruit trees haven't started going yet. I would quite like our cheese-making operation to be manageable in the kitchen. That would make sense, right? That would make a lot of sense. So I think, isn't it vinegar? It's the barrel of vinegar that we need to bring over here, right? Lime water, latex, beer, and vinegar. I think it's this one that we want. The vinegar. Other than that, I think we just need some empty barrels, don't we? Like these two are both empty. Do we need hot water? I think that's why they stay here, isn't it? Beer and vinegar. I think it's this one that we want. Get rid of all that. Do we need hot water? I think that's why they stay here, isn't it? I remember now. Because we need some way of heating up water. Okay, well anyway, look, we've got our vinegar over here now. And there's fresh water in there. Now, do you just do it like this, right? Something? Do we need a knife in our hand? Yeah. Okay, perfect. So just thinking about it then, it's probably worth us moving one of the grindstones over here as well. Because that's the next stage in this process, is to grindstone those guys. Like, so do we want to have like a forge over here? Do we want to make a little forge in one of the corners of this room? Oh yeah, just while I remember as well, look, we actually set this up on the edge of the furnace as well. We've got like basically dump all our sticks in whenever we do sapling gathering. Nice. Okay, so let's... I always try and edit out these bits here where you can see I'm looking down at the... I have like... I use basically right control and the period key on the numpad as like control and dot is my shortcut to start and stop recording. So at the end of all the takes you can always see me looking down to those keys. So I always try and cut them out like right here, you see? Okay, so let's just that little look down at the end. I just try and get rid of that. Nice. Okay, so let's... in fact, I might even just get rid of the nice. Do sapling gathering. Okay, so let's... Yeah, because there's an OK at the move this guy up to there. So that's fine. They're just random storage there anyway, those two. They're a bit messy. Now, here's... Why do we do this like that? There we go. And then... I think, simple as that. Simple as that. Okay, that's terrible. Okay, so let's... All of this is just unnecessary. Let's just have the nice bit of that sound effect. So from where I close my inventory to here, just that much of it. We'll get rid of everything else around it. So it just goes like this. Sapling gathering. So, a forge in here would be very convenient, and then we'd be able to do everything over here, but
that's good.
I don't know. I'm in two minds about it, just because we'd need to make a chimney for it. I'm not sure how we'd do that. We could have a forge outside. We could just have like a little... Yo, Michael. What are you saying? Just have like a little external little forge operation, just like right here, but then... we may as well just run over there. We've got 5 of them. I mean, we do need to grind up our soybeans too in here, I think. I could be down for carpets around the base. That could look really cool. We could definitely build up some cheeky carpentry here. Oh, with the wheat. Oh, deep. Break your oven. Whoa, what's happening to the viewers? I think I can only assume that's a glitch. If it's not a glitch, then welcome 80 people, but I really don't think so. We got to have a cheeky cheese joke in here every now and again, do you know what I mean? Yeah, I get the feeling this is one of those things, I don't know why. This has happened once or twice before on streams where suddenly the number of people watching just skyrockets like that. I would imagine it's not accurate. But if it is, like, cool, excellent. But I think YouTube has some issues sometimes. I bet, give it 5 minutes and it will have shrunk back down. But who knows? Who knows? I may as well just run over there. We've got 5 of them. I mean, we do need to grind up our soybeans too in here, I think. If I'm remembering the stages. So thinking about this more, I think what I want to do is I just want to have like a lot of hot water stored over here. That's the way to do it, right? Maybe we sort of make like a shelf up there. In fact, that would probably look quite nice, wouldn't it? Cheeky little shelf with just barrels and barrels of hot water on. Okay, right. I've done like 5 full barrels of hot water.
No, just
yeah. I kind of feel like I've done. That's enough for now. Right.
Hello, so, Red Viewer.
What are you saying, Red Viewer? No, just no, baby. Just saying no. It's still going up. 143 now. Yeah, I kind of feel like that's enough for now. Right. So let's make this this particular trip productive. Then we want some of these. Was it 3 of them? I think. Yeah. If there is 160 new people watching, can you all subscribe, please? Subscribe now. I never say that cheesy YouTuber stuff, but we've got to say it right now. Like the ting, subscribe to the ting, devour the ting. All right. We want, some of these. Was it 3 of them, I think? And then we can grab both of these guys who should be... They aren't full. So who's the not full one? You're the not full one. So you just grab all of that for now. Yeah, okay, right, wow. So we need to empty, or rather we need to refill this with more oil. So yeah, this process here is taking... About to hit 200. A lot of, management, really. I think the transporting of these fluids through time and space, well, maybe not time, at least through space, is essential, because otherwise this is going to be really labor intensive, and we want this to be as automated as possible, don't we? All of that. Anyway, that's good for now, except that I forgot to bring a barrel with me. So the efficiency levels are on the floor at the moment, just running back and forth, forgetting things, doing trips twice. Oh my god, I nearly just, if you break a barrel with liquid in that isn't sealed, you just lose all the liquid, don't you? I think could have doing trips twice. Oh my god, I nearly just, twice. Oh my god, I nearly just, So this is a little bit where I have a joke about the fact that I very nearly broke the barrel without sealing it first, and I would have lost my hot water. I think it's worth keeping in. It's those little bits of human kind of, interaction that you should leave in, really, even if it's not high level gameplay stuff. When there's a little kind of bit of a hint of a mistake, I quite like to leave that stuff in because it's just more interesting to watch, I think, having that kind of human element in the episode. Doing things, doing trips twice. Oh my god, I nearly just... if you break a barrel with liquid in that isn't sealed, you just lose all the liquid, don't you? I think could have added that insult to the injury, but I didn't, at least on that occasion. I'm liking this little parkoury... Oh, missed it. This little parkoury route you can do where you land, like, let the little light break your fall there. It's kind of fun. Right. So like that. How do we want it to look? I think like half blocks is still better. But we could try like a staircasey. Okay, it's starting to drop now. The number was at 220. We're down to 203, 202. My 5 minutes of fame. Light break your fall there. It's kind of fun. Right. So like that. Right. Let's cut out this building because it's really basic. How do we want it to look? I think like first. I think we're gonna want it to be hard. Yep. I think we just have right, and then when it cuts, then we're like, yep. Right. Yep. Nice. That's what I imagined, and it's working for me. Okay, beautiful. 5 barrels of hot water. So let's see if we can remember the processes here. Whoops. Everyone's going to tell me my doors shouldn't be open like that. And it's true, they shouldn't. But they are. So, with this soybean paste, yeah, like, how much do you need to put in? I've almost certainly done this in an episode before, but let's wring this dry here for once and for all. So 30, let's try 30 in there. 30's no good. Okay, I'm happy to settle on 40 as being the correct amount. So that means we can do quite a lot here. Well, we're going to have a lot of milk. And in fact, still quite a lot of soybean paste left over there. Bread is super easy. And that's just fresh water there, isn't it? And that's the vinegar. Right, okay. And make a loaf. I don't think we need to show how to make bread again. All right, beautiful. So 4 loaves of bread coming right up. We'll just go like that. Soybean paste left over there. All right, beautiful. So 4 loaves of bread coming right up. Right, it's been a long time coming, this. How long ago was it that we actually had a nice sandwich? This isn't even going to be the full complement. But we should start seeing those hit points rise, baby. And as we're on our way past, there's nothing like a little bit of curiosity here. I think this is going to be absurd. Oh my god, it is absurd. That's so cool. So good. This has been Red Viewer trolling, boys. Peace, and catch you in the next one. Yeah, I wondered if the Red Viewer thing was connected. No, just no. Well, thank you, It was all good fun. I don't think you really had us fooled, to be honest. Unfortunately, I don't have enough confidence in my own ability to think that we actually have 200 people watching. But, you know, you can always come back. I don't really mind. It's probably a good thing for, like, the algorithm for me to just be sat at 200 viewers for, even if it is just 10 minutes of trolling. Like, the algorithm's probably going to be like, hey, he was popular for a few moments there. You left me a like. Okay, thank you. Can you leave me 200 subscribers, please? That's so cool. So good. It's nearly full, but we are also nearly out of fuel from this first batch. Wow, we just used up 12% of its integrity. Less than 12% of it has nearly filled a double locker. We'd need like an array of 8 double lockers at our base to kind of just wring one of these dry. Quite insane. It's kind of mad. The scale that we're going to be operating on. It's probably like time for ME systems, isn't it? You know, in terms of our storage needs now with that kind of thing happening. But now that we're well fed and everything, we've got our sandwiches. I think we should look into item transportation quickly. Just see, that kind of feels like the next thing that's going to save us the most time here, you know? Alright, bingo, I found it. Dimensional transceiver transports items, fluids, and power wirelessly across any distance and between dimensions. Cool. This is what we want. I think we got a ways to go maybe in Ender.io before we can do this stuff. With an Enderman head. Do we have an Enderman head yet? For the Soulbinder recipe, and we need one for the actual transceiver here making the... Yes, Andreas, welcome. For the actual transceiver here making the Ender resonator. I don't think we have any. No, we don't. You know, I think we do have one. I think... Yeah. Right. So we have one of them. The dimensional transceiver thing, I think, is gonna be a little while away because we've only got one of these Enderman heads, and we need at least two of them to do it. Right? That's before you even get into the... At least two of them. That's before you even get into the soul vials and all the other... We need at least two of them. Tighten that up there. That's before you even get into the soul vials and all the other stuff from Ender.io I don't understand. But let's keep Enderman heads in here. In with all of the rest of our Ender.io stuff. And let's like hunt Enderman every time we see one now. Let's keep Enderman heads in here. In with all of the rest of Okay, who can spot what needs cutting out right now? A smelter for each type of metal. Wow, that would be so epic. Can you imagine? Ginka, though, I know about like the fact that Ender.io fluid conduits are going to be better than the BC pipes because they don't take power. If we get short on power, we'll definitely do it. From excavator to ingot without lifting a finger sounds like the kind of tagline of like it should be written on the side of a van. Because it kind of rhymes. From excavator to ingot without lifting a finger. A fingot. From excavator to ingot without lifting a finger. I threw away an Enderman head, really? Oh man, if there's video evidence of me doing that, that's a damn shame. Keep Enderman heads in here. Okay, anyway, back to this. We're going to cut out this bit where I just like very attractively just wipe my nose in front of the camera. Enderman heads in here. Yeah, I mean, when you make YouTube videos, you get used to the sound of your own voice. I don't cringe at it anymore. I'm just in a permanent state of cringe just thinking about the fact that all these videos are out there. But let's keep Enderman heads in here, in with all of the rest of our Ender.io stuff. Heads in here, in with all of the rest. Let's try and cut as much of that nose wipe as possible. In here, in with all of the rest of our Ender.io stuff. We'll leave that. And let's like hunt Enderman. Every time we see one now, we have to try and kill it. And maybe we should look to get some looting. That's probably a really good idea. I think we've got a looting 3 book somewhere, don't we? Okay, no, we didn't. We don't have a looting book already, but... Oh, it's just heads. Okay, just any 3 heads and a book. Easy. Okay, so... Wow, it costs 40 levels to take that book. Well, we'll take it. 15 on there, but sharpness 5, looting 3. Well, we'll take it. Okay, we can cut this bit here, I think. 15 on there, but sharpness 5, looting 3. Easy. Okay, so... Wow, it costs 40 levels. I think we can just go straight into there as well. The book. Easy. Wow, it costs 40 levels to take that book. Well, we'll take it. 15 on there, but sharpness 5, looting 3. Yeah, well, Andreas, once we finish this edit, we will do a bit of gameplay as well, for sure. I don't think we'll have too much more time to spend on this.
15 on there, but sharpness 5, looting 3.
We're like halfway through the episode already at 14 minutes in, so that's good.
3. Cool, so now whenever we find an Enderman, we got the odds are in our favour now, you know?
Alright, yo, welcome back. It's been several hours actually since I just made lunch, and I've been sat here just watching YouTube videos while I've been destroying the rest of that hammer. The hammer's gone, and look at all of that dust. It literally just fits. That is what was left in our hammer. So that's going to be a lot of sifting to do, which we will do in this episode as well. So I've been running back and forth between the sag mill to create more and more and more sand, running up here to process that back in this episode as well. So I've been running back and forth between the sag mill to create more and more and more sand and stone to make a bit more hammering, running over here, filling up on fuel. You'll notice now in here, no more oil left anywhere to be seen. And indeed, none left in there, none left in the refineries themselves, and no refined fuel left in there. Which means we've spent all of the fuel that we have. All the oil is now gone, and we've ploughed it all into this guy, into this chunk over here. So, I've been waiting to do this. Little moment of truth here. Oh my god. Okay, so with all of that fuel that we've put into this, we've only used up less than 30% of the ore in this chunk, which is insane, because let me show you how much we actually have. I've moved it all from the locker down there. Andrea's still behind. Yeah, well, I mean, there's not going to be huge amounts of spoilers in this episode. This episode we're editing now is basically just me processing so much metal. But, you know, it's a long series. We're nearly, like, next, after this one, this is episode 49 that we're editing now. Then we'll be at episode 50, which is a bit of a milestone, to be honest. I do have a lot of broken spawners, Ginkat, and I definitely want to start making something of them. It would be great to have, like, a mob grinder thing, like a passive one, just for drops. That'd be very cool. Anyway, I digress. How much we... Let me show you how much we actually have. I've moved it all from the locker down there into these lockers along here, just for ease of storage. Let's cut out these two silences here, or just shorten them at least. So just a bit snappier through that period there. This chunk, which is insane, because let me show you how much we actually have. I've moved it all from the locker down there into these lockers along here, just for ease of storage. So that's full of hematite, and this one on the end is nearly full as well. Then we have a pretty nearly full nickel one, and about just over half full cassiterite. So we've got that. So it's gonna be a lot of stuff. So yeah, that's really cool. So we're gonna have to start processing all of that. So we're gonna have to. So I think we can just let's get rid of this. So we've got that. So we're gonna have to start processing all of that. Just over half full cassiterite. Get rid of this. So we got that, because then we say that again straight afterwards, and it sounds dumb. Cassiterite. So we're gonna have to start processing all of that. So yeah, I think that's what this episode's just gonna. All of that. So yeah, I think that's what this episode's just going to become. It's probably going to be one of these episodes that takes me a long time and a lot of off-camera work, but we are just going to blast through all these metals. I'd really like to find a copper one. We might have to wait for next time, but once we've done all of this sifting, we'll have quite a bit of copper, I would imagine. So yeah, sifting and the like. Now we need some more sandwiches, don't we? So we'll have to look in the kitchen quickly, and I bet with all this time we've left it, yes, we now have 5 barrels of soy milk. Beautiful. You know what would be nice is if while doing this, drinking the soy milk actually gave us some dairy. But it doesn't. Oh well. You can't win them all. Alright, boom. And with that, I think that we are done. So this is mass production of cheese, like 5 barrels. Mass production of cheese. 5 blocks of cheese. Not bad. That's going to last us. That's pretty nice. Let's grab some food while we're here, because it's still going to take a little while for that cheese to make. So we might as well make 1 round of sandwiches, I think, while we're waiting. Michael, yeah. Which we have like the editing inception. We'll have a stream where we edit this stream, and then we'll have an episode that'll be made up of clips of that stream. Could get messy. So we might as well make one round of sandwiches, I think, while we're waiting. Keep us fed. Let's start sifting. I'm just going to get my DOS on here. Okay, so this is where I got up to last night. So we've managed to shave a good 4 minutes off that first section, which I think is going to be imperative in getting the remaining 45 minutes crammed into now. We've got 13 minutes to edit 45 minutes down into, which is cool. And a big portion of that, so from 17 up to 27 here, this is all montage. You can see the audio tracks for all of these clips are basically silent, and so what that means is we are going to be deleting the audio. So we press this little unlink to make them into two separate pieces, so the video and the audio are no longer linked. We can delete the audio while keeping the video. So just go along the line and do this. This is classic bit of montage process. Whenever you see a montage in my episodes, I've always done this. Go along, unlink, delete, and so on and so forth. Occasionally we want to keep background noise in, but in montages, but not in this case. Yeah, just sandwich eating sound effects, like we're not interested in that. So we're waiting, keep us fed. Let's start sifting. I'm just going to get my DOS on here. And so the piece of music that we're going to be montaging to today is the orchestral piece that we made last Thursday in Music Club. So we'll chuck that in now. So it's going to be a short montage in this episode, which is good because we are overcommitted on footage. I always like to move the audio just slightly further left than the point where the first montage clip comes in, because that gives us a nice little sort of I don't know, it's just a smoothness, hopefully. I'm just going to get my DOS on here. Okay, so I think let's just show the clip of us removing the last piece of cheese. All of that first bit we don't need. Yeah. And then from there, I'd like to see us making a sandwich with everything in it. Oh, maybe we could show the watermelon as well. That could be fun. Just a quick bit of watermelon. And then from here, we'll just show a whole sandwich being made. Your love feels like a time bomb. I'm just going to get my DOS on here. Tune. Going to get my DOS on here. Okay, I'm going to cut from here to the moment where we pick it up. And get rid of all that, and that should mean that then we can see some eating. Yeah, and on that ding, that's when I want to... It's like there. Going to the next segment, which probably... This is all sandwich making. Yeah, that was dumb. I did not need to take that much footage of sandwich making. And so the joke with this montage is that what I did is a montage of me doing AFKing while sifting. So if we look at all the footage here, we just scrub through it. There's just various shots of me looking bored, doing different things, playing the Switch there, playing a bit of Mini Metro on the Switch. Little bit of baby there. Just having some fun with the baby and just leaving, pretending to be asleep, playing the guitar. Filling up the thing, making some more sandwiches, doing more sifting again. So roughly the plan should be that this last bit here should be sped up and should be the whole upbeat end section of the song. We can get rid of all of this. It's good now, but it's going to end wrong. What was it? Your words are a knife in a heart. Scared? Yeah, Michael's got it. Words. Okay, so that's a funny face. So let's start with some of that. That's also a funny face. So let's put that funny face in. Yeah, okay, maybe just after we cut to that shot. Or in fact, for that shot, why don't we... Yeah, just for this bit here, we're going to use my preset face zoom, here it is. So for that little clip there, we're going to get a nice dank face close-up, like so. Bit of phone time. This is going to be a really funny montage. I don't know if it's going to work, but it's a very short piece, so I think we should be alright. That one's not much different. Let's get a bit of the switch action in though. It's pretty funny. Then maybe baby. Yeah, we don't need all that extra switch stuff, I don't think. I don't need to show the screen. Just like an empty chair as well, it's pretty jokes. Should we get a little zoom in of the switch part as well, just on that bit? Should we add the face zoom? Where is it? Face zoom. Yeah, I could do the I could make the zoom go slowly in and back out and stuff. But to be honest, that's gonna take time that we don't have. Yeah, that's the best bit, like that. It should just start there with that, with the big old back of his head. And then, are we getting close to the last bit of footage? No, far from it. Wow, what's all the... Oh yeah, there's going to be a bit of guitar playing. That's probably the next thing to include. Oh yeah, and pretending to be asleep. Okay. I think we need to make a lot of these shots shorter. It's on here. Okay, that one can definitely be made short. We don't need to see me going down into the cellar. Yeah. Cut a little bit of that off. Cut the baby there. Cut the baby. A year in TFC. Yeah, nice. That would work, wouldn't it? It is very like you pointed out at the time, Michael. It's like very Four Seasons-y, kind of like got those late spring, early summer vibes about it, which is kind of nice. Okay, so then I don't want to see the edge of my arm there, like. It's so obvious that I'm pretending to be asleep. Okay, we don't need to do the sleeping joke for that long. Although, wait, hold on. I think I remember I did a bit where I pretend, but this is the bit we want. Where I like pretend to like wake up from like my head falling. Yeah, that's a great bit. I'll leave that in there. And I think we're going to be getting into... Right, there's that. More sandwich making. I think we can get rid of all of that. Yeah, let's just get rid of all of those. And then just take this last bit and speed it right up. So from there, we kind of want the guitar playing shot to last until there, okay? And maybe we'll do this in face zoom mode as well. Do we want the funny bit where yeah, maybe we should have that as a face zoom mode too. Okay. And then this, we're just going to speed up until it basically matches the distance. So if we change clip speed, and try 800% to start with. Oh my gosh, look at... I've just got a sixth sense for knowing exactly how to speed up how fast you need to speed up a clip to make it last a certain amount of time. Like I've done too many of these montages. Yeah, I've toyed with the idea of getting a second camera account or installing that mod that lets you just move cameras around after the fact. I guess you record some kind of digital copy of the gameplay that you made, and then you can move the camera around afterwards. I think there's mods that do that, right? Because this is the very last stack being sifted. I wonder if that's clear enough. It's not really. So what we need to do is we should show that fact here. So that this bit at the beginning that isn't where we're showing that, this should be at normal speed. Or maybe at least at like 200 speed, something like that. We might need to speed up this second bit now. Yeah, okay, I think that's pretty cool. And then we can just cut straight into this bit, right? Alright, boom, we're done. Okay, let's watch the whole montage. Sifting, I'm just going to get my DOS on here. That bit's great. Last stack. This is quite a good montage. I'm quite happy with this one. All right, boom, we're done. That was a long time. That really works quite well. Where's this bit again? I just have to watch this once more. It's really good acting on my part, if I do say so myself. All right, boom, we're done. That was a long time. It's now like the middle of the night of the day that I started making this. It's true, you lot. So I recorded this episode on Sunday predominantly, and it was like madness. Like I started recording at 10 a.m. I had all the dusts like hammered by like I time I'd finished lunch. Like I ate lunch, left it hammering, came back, the hammer had broken, I had all the dust. Then I was like sifting just all afternoon and evening, and this is like now like maybe 1 a.m. or something where I was like, cool, the sifting's finished. Now I can record the rest of the episode. All right, boom, we're done. That was a long time. It's now like the middle of the night of the day that I started making this this episode. True story. So we'll no doubt go into tomorrow, but I'm excited that we finished all of that sifting now, so we can just start processing the stuff that's of most interest to us. Yes, Mr. Devil, welcome. You can't find reeds. How'd you get paper? Right, good question. It took me quite a long time to clock it as well. You do need to find the reeds first. So just look around coastlines. Like you'll find them on coastlines more than on rivers, I think, in TFC. And then once you got the reeds, you need to process them. I think you grind them down first. There's a load of stages, but you need these paper like pasting things, or you need like to have a sag mill or something. But there is a way to do it without machinery. But you need like a particular liquid in a barrel to process them in first. I think you need to make like ash from like burning sticks in a forge, and you make the ash, and that gives you like this potash liquor or something, and then you can process them, and then you get these wooden paper pasting plate things. I forget what they're called. Paper molds or paper frames maybe. And you put the paste from the barrels into these frames, and then that makes your paper. It does take a long time though. Then late game you use the one of the immersive engineering dudes to do it for you much faster. I think. Bearing in mind the amount of iron we've got to process up there as well, from our first stint with the old excavator. We've got a lot of processing to do now. So much all of that plus all of this now. So yeah, I'm gonna start breaking the back of that, I suppose. And I think the squeezer. Thank you, Ginka. That's what I'm talking about. You need a squeezer. That's the immersive engineering machine that speeds up the paper process massively. Right, let me watch this again. This is all now. What we're dealing with between now and the end of the episode is all like raw footage. It hasn't even had one pass from me. So it's we need to have quite a look at it. We've got quite a lot of people watching right now. I wonder if that the like trolling of the of all those bots turning up earlier has actually forced the algorithm into something. But if you're new, welcome. We're all new here. I've never done an editing stream before. It's clearly being well received, so that's good. We're not going to do this a lot though. This is definitely a special edition. I'd much rather be playing. I just happen to need to stream and need to edit at the same time right now. So that's what we're doing. But if you are new, check out the series. Subscribe. Right, boom, do the thing. Done. That was a long time. It's now like the middle of the night. This episode. So we'll no doubt go into tomorrow. But I'm excited that we finished all of that sifting now, so we can just start processing the stuff that's of most interest to us. Bearing in mind the amount of iron we've got to process up there as well, from our first stint with the old excavator. We've got a lot of processing to do to us. I think we can just cut all this and come straight to... Got a lot of yeah, cut them straight up to here like that. Processing the stuff that's of most interest to us. We've got a lot of processing to do now. All of that plus all of this now. So yeah, I'm going to start breaking the back of that, I suppose, and making use of our new cupboards down here. Yeah, very nice. Nice little segment. Okay, so the thing I'm most interested in, first and foremost, is our copper. Not a bad amount of copper there. I'm just going to gather up all... Now, here's a big question. Given that we move on in the later bits of the episode to doing other stuff, don't we? Or is this really all just processing right through to the end? You need a book for immersive. I think you can find the immersive engineering manuals in chests in the dungeons. So I think that's one way to kind of skip forwards to that bit. Do you know what I mean? Most interested in, first and foremost, is our copper. So there's just going to be lots of me waffling, Dustin. I think a lot of this footage is stuff I shouldn't have taken. We've done loads of this processing before. I put stuff into the hopper sometimes because of this right now. I had a comment last time asking me what... yeah, I wanted to address this in the episode, so because this was about a comment somebody made, so... and making use of our new cupboards down here. I had a comment last time asking me why I put stuff into the hopper sometimes. I cut out the I had a comment last time asking me why yes, Defenders, how you doing, bruv? We're doing a cheeky bit of editing simply because today's streaming day, but I have editing that needs doing, so it's like a behind the scenes special edition. We're not going to be doing this again. This is like a one-off special edition editing episode, and if we finish the edit in time and I can still stream for a bit longer, then we'll jump into the game. I had a comment last time asking me why for an hour or two at the end why I put stuff into the hopper sometimes in between, like I put stuff in there, then I put stuff in the hopper, and then I fill up the chest, and it's because of this right now. It doesn't fill up very quickly. I think the hopper ends up running out of stuff. I suppose if it pulls it at the same rate, I guess it makes no difference. Okay, anyway, just a cheeky conversation with myself there. This stuff should all be done. We should just have bars down here. Yeah, I wanted to leave that in because it's just the stupidest thing that I... Okay, anyway, just a cheeky conversation with myself there. This stuff should all be done. We should just have bars down here. Indeed we do. Bars, fam. I don't think the bauxite... Bars, fam. And then I don't think the bauxite works. It's kind of good. I don't think the bauxite works in this guy, you know. No, it doesn't. Okay, so we have to do that over there. No, it doesn't. Okay, just cut that there. See what this next clip's about. Because I think then... I don't know if you guys can hear in the background, but it is raining really hard, like just suddenly outside right now. Like... yeah, that happened like out of nowhere. It's been so hot for 2 days, and now it's just like... Alright, anyway. Okay, that's hot for 2 days, and now it's just like... Let's go into face zoom mode here. For me being a little joker about being scared of the rain. And now it's just like... Alright, anyway. Okay, yeah, so look, we've... Alright, anyway. Okay, yeah, so look, we've got like just under, what, 47 ingots of copper here, basically. It's pretty good, pretty good. Not going to turn my nose up at that. So, Ginka, it's funny you say that. I should change that hopper to item conduit. That is coming up later in the episode. We do it in a minute. Literally, that's why I'm looking through this stuff. Got 47 ingots of copper here, basically. Because that is one of the pretty good things. Not going to turn my nose up at that. Like, this episode is going to be called... because we had an episode around episode 15, 20, or maybe around episode 10. Somewhere around there we had an episode called Quality of Life Improvements. And this episode is going to be called Quality of Life Improvements 2. because there's loads of those little details basically that we put in. Okay, making good progress through this, but I think now that... Okay, making good progress through this, but I think now that the space over here is free, we're going to start loading this guy up. So this is going to get hectic, because, I mean, we know we literally don't have the storage for it. Oops. Don't smelt my leather water sack, please. It's going to be interesting. Like, I'm going to have to just feed it gradually because, yeah, with only one little locker over here, and we've got already, you know, best part of a double locker here. Be pretty impressive, though, because this thing's quite big, of which there's a lot. I've nearly filled my inventory with it just from one. So I guess what we want to be doing is, like, starting to gather up all the stuff somewhere. G key 64 because of redstone. Okay, you know what? I'm saying it now. This is actually insane. Yeah, okay, let's cut straight to that bit. So, water sack, please. Okay, I'm saying this now. This is actually insane. Okay, you know what? Yeah. Cut the edge off there. Water sack. Why would I be scared of rain? I wasn't like scared of it as such, but it'd been hot for 2 days, and then I was just chilling and just recording an episode, and suddenly it was so loud on the window. I was like, can I keep recording? Can people hear this? I wasn't scared, but I was just like, you know when you're like in awe of it, when the weather is so extreme, and you're like, ooh, look at that, listen to that. Please. It's just exciting. Okay, you know what, I'm saying it now. This is actually insane. Like, we're like printing money over here. Okay, that's good. I think our smeltery might be too small for all this. This is just the progress we've made off of burning largely powder. We've done a bit of the rich stuff on here. We've done a bit of the rich stuff on here, but still most of that full chest sitting up here. It's mostly powder that we've put into here so far. Oh, damn. This is actually highlighting something, though. Just look how inefficient the hoppers are. Yeah, right. This is the juicy bit of this ore processing bit now. This is actually highlighting something, though. Just look how inefficient the hoppers are. If I'm just like shift clicking on these, I'm often getting a chance to chuck in a whole stack. And if you compare the speed that I, just by clicking here manually, am getting through this stuff and refilling it, compared to this item by item trickle, this is, you know, this thing is burning it faster than it's being fed. That is the key thing. With these hoppers, it is burning faster than it's being fed. And so the hopper is limiting the speed of our whole smeltery system right now. I might see if we just got an Ender.io conduit and see if we can just switch this out quickly. Where are they? Yeah, we do. Look, we have one spare here. I might see if we... This is the key line. Then it's being fed. I might see if we just got an Ender.io conduit. Oh god, that's a horrible little flash of... I might see if we just... So sometimes this happens. This is a key thing that I always make sure, or try to make sure with my editing, that we avoid, is when one shot ends with me like going in between inventories and the next shot begins with it, and you get this flash of like 4 or 5 different things very quickly, and it's very confusing and disorienting. Being like this. Fed. I might see if we just got that there. We need to avoid that. So I think it's at the end of this shot here. We leave the smeltery inventory, and then this one starts with us in our main inventory, and then we come out. We're actually in the same spot the whole time, but just the way that, as I scrub over that, it doesn't work. So what we'll do is we'll cut the end off of here. So the end of this shot never leaves the smeltery, and then we'll cut the beginning of this shot tighter so that the beginning of that shot never has our inventory. And then being fed. I might see if we just got an end. Beautiful. Ender.io conduit and see if we can just switch this out quickly. Where are they? Yeah, we do. Look. Hey, Michael, that's a really interesting idea. Because we can grind pieces of rich ore into the powder, can't we? Into hematite powder. I have to say, I would imagine that they would have made those numbers equivalent. That we won't be able to like double or like, you know, increase by any percentage how much it is. I would imagine they made the numbers consistent, but The mod pack has had a lot of surprises in store for us and lots of unfinished and inconsistent little corners. And if that is something we can do, then everything's going to be going into the crusher on its way through, isn't it? Basically. So yeah, madness. Let's see if we just got an Ender.io conduit and see if we can just switch this out quickly. Okay, see if we can just switch this out quickly. Yeah, we do look. That's the next bit. Yeah, we do look. We have one spare here. We've got a few spare, in fact. And then we'll cut to the bit where we're going to have to kind of put this operation on a bit of a pause. I suppose we don't... Is that done automatically? This needs to be an insert. Okay, fine. And then... spare here. We've got a few spare, in fact. Is that done automatically? This needs to be an insert. This needs to be a always active. I don't know if that's quicker. It looks much quicker. I think there's then... We can probably still... Yeah, we can still intercept. There's some bit here where I make some sort of concluding statement. Yeah, this will be the next bit we want. It looks much quicker. Yeah, it's better. I mean, it's definitely better than the hopper anyway. It's not leaving many cells empty at any one time. Okay, I don't think we can include that last line because I'm scratching my beard at the same time. We were able to drop 16 stacks in. It's an improvement, and we've salvaged yet one more hopper. And then we got all this. That was a decent improvement. Okay, that was a decent improvement, and we've salvaged yet one more hopper. Anyway. That was a decent improvement, and we've definitely better than the hopper anyway. That was a decent improvement, and we've salvaged yet one more hopper. And then we got all this to chuck in. Which I think we now have room for. And then I think that's actually all of our iron. Oh my gosh. We need to start pouring some of this out. Chest is empty. That's it. 20 blocks in our inventory plus another 320 ingots coming. Oh, and of course plus these 3 blocks. Okay, yeah, so we'll cut to this. Now you're going to see this is where the next real quality of life improvement comes. There's the smeltery upgrades in this episode where I'm real. Okay, yo. Chest is empty. That's it. 20 blocks in our inventory plus another 320 ingots coming. Oh, and of course plus these 3 blocks. Lest we forget. This is going to be a long time pouring. And so another improvement we could make over here, and we actually have 3 more Ender.io item conduits. But I guess we could use hoppers for these. Chuck some hoppers in underneath this guy. By the way, did you know you can automate the pouring part? So, Ginka, basically, every step of the way with this episode, you've been able to predict the future. 43 viewers and 3 chat users. Yeah, we've got lots of people watching right now. I'm suspicious that it may still be something to do with that crazy bot attack that we had earlier. But if you're watching and you haven't written anything in the chat, just say, hey, in the chat. And then we'll be able to tell how many of you guys are real. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the thing. But, you know, it may well just be that because we had that weird thing where 200 bots turned up earlier and watched for like 10 minutes, whatever, that has made that YouTube thinks that this stream is actually popular. Yes, Kaloon's here. Welcome. At least one of you guys is real. This guy. You wouldn't even necessarily need... You just have one little chest underneath. We'd still have to manually do that. But they'd be emptied automatically. See, manually clicking that's not even true. I guess you could have a clock. We've got a few hays coming in. Mr. Devil's a fake. He's an imposter. Gustavo's here as well. Safe. How you doing? Sending these guys signals to automate this whole process. I'm optimistic that the 43 is real. It's definitely my streaming record right now. 43 is the most people we've ever had watching at once. So thank you, everyone who's out there. Please, if you haven't, subscribe. Make my day. Process which we may want to do. Sorry. I hate doing that stuff. I hate doing the YouTubery stuff. Everyone's like, you've got to tell people to subscribe more. I'm like, giving these guys signals to manually do that. But they'd be emptied automatically. And I guess you could have a clock sending these guys signals to automate this whole process, which we may want to do if we're doing bulk processing like this a lot in the future. I think this does seem consistent. I agree with defenders. This seems like real behavior, just a bit more than before. Michael's got Michael coming with the optimism. I doubt they real. Okay. If you're real, like the stream. Just like it. Let's get the likes up to like 30 or 40. And I guess you could have a clock sending these guys signals. Unless you're watching and you don't like it. Don't click like if you don't like what you're watching. Manually do that. So we're going to cut all this. Bulk processing like this. Alright, I've got the idea. I think we don't even, like, because we're dealing with blocks here, okay. Right, so this is all messy stuff here. I spend a lot of time doing stupid things while I'm trying to set this up. I'm an idiot, obviously. Like, I put it underneath, put it in the wrong spot here. Test the thing. Because we're never going to have more than, I mean, the 50. Bit of a... But it does look grim. So how are we going to improve it? Well, here's the... Okay, so it looks pretty grim. Okay, so it looks pretty grim, but it's done. The hops are all under there, so that's cool. One little chest underneath. Okay, so it looks pretty grim right now, so I think we might actually get rid of that. Put him in there. Get rid of that. Okay, so it looks pretty grim. But it does look grim, so how are we going to improve it? Well, here's the idea. Okay, so it looks pretty grim right now. Grim. So how are we going to improve it? We need to cut there on the, so how are we going to improve it, right? It's underneath. Okay, so it looks pretty grim. So how are we going to improve it? Well, here's the idea. If we just do this. Bit of a cheat, but we just got just enough room. In fact, we could probably even get away with, because it's right next to the... A smart ass of a troll. Maybe that's the point. Maybe because when they did it earlier and they had like 200 people, I was like, oh, I've clocked it. It's not real. So now they're trying to like trick us and improve it. They're trying to ride the limits of believability. Or maybe this content is just exceptionally good. How are you going to improve it? Well, maybe that's why people are coming. Here's the idea. Bit of a cheat, but we just got just enough room. In fact, we could... Whoops. If we cut there, this should improve it. Well, here's the idea. Bit of a cheat, but we just got just enough room. In fact, we could probably even get away with, because it's right next to the thing. It just got a little crack there to grab them from. Right. Test the thing. Because we're never going to have more than, I mean, the 15 spaces for storing blocks of metal is probably plenty, right? That's quite a lot of storage when you think it's coming out in blocks. We don't actually even need a chest there or anything. I mean, a chest might actually look better and be easier than hitting this thing. Yeah, I've kind of changed my mind just in that second as I said it myself. We don't need a chest because that is ample storage, but functionality. I mean, there's a reason we've all been making chests all these years. They are good for something like that. Beautiful. Okay, good. And then next thing is getting a... Okay, and just while we're on a bit of a roll with this then, why don't we just test... Yeah. Is this a roll with this then? Why don't we just test this out? Is it this easy? Look, that looks good, the way the redstone has connected. No. I thought that was going to make all these guys go. Cut. And then should we have done it over the top of them? We have done it over the top of them instead. Is this the real deal? Hello. Okay. Hello. Cut. So we can just put a button there at least. Put a button there at least. That's way more functional than a lever. Can a stream have negative numbers in viewers? How would that work? I really hope not. That's way more functional. Like, how could you have a negative viewer? Somebody who's actively stopping someone else from watching it. There at least, that's way more functional than a lever. Okay, I like it. And then, yeah, I mean, a cheeky clock. We could do it. Yeah, we want to have the clock discussion. There at least, that's way more functional. Okay, I like it. And then, yeah, I mean, a cheeky clock. We could do a cheeky clock too. It would have to stick out in this direction. And then I think there's a bit later where I just say, if anybody knows of any other clocks, like smaller clocks. Let me know if you know of any more compact clocks than what... Yeah, this is the bit. Let me know if you know of any more... And, you know, I'll open that question up to the chat of the stream right now. Does anybody know in TFC Reloaded if we've got like a single block that's like a redstone clock or something? This episode's coming out today. I'm going to finish it today and upload it this afternoon or this evening. A couple of hours after the stream. Something like that. But you guys are seeing footage that just isn't even going to be in it. You know, you're getting the full... Let me know if you know of any more compact clocks than what we've done over here with just like a classic repeater loop. If there's any, yeah. If you know of any like little machines that will do it for us with customizable... So as soon as I hit 1k subs, do you know what I'm going to do, you guys? I'm going to tell YouTube to not advertise on any of my videos. I'm not interested in it. I don't want ads. I don't want ad revenue. It's going to be such a small amount of money anyway. For the impact it has on the experience that the viewers get, nah, I'm not doing it. But when we hit 1,000 subscribers, there's going to be other things. I'm going to start releasing the music so you guys can support me by like buying the tunes and things like that. But we'll keep it ad-free for everybody because that's just way safer. YouTube are doing such bait moves at the moment with their ads and I'm just not on it. Over here with just like a classic repeater loop. If there's any, yeah. If you know of any like little machines that will do it for us with customizable... Andre Freiberg, thank you. Thank you for the compliment, man. I think we're growing something here. We've not been doing this for very long, so these things take time to build. But I appreciate you, appreciate your comments. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, Defenders. I know about that one block clock. I used to use it in another pack, and I couldn't find it in this pack. So that is the challenge that I'm setting the community. If anyone can find a solution for that, that would be great. Over here with just like a classic repeater loop. But yeah, thank you, Andre, and welcome. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you enjoy your time here. Classic repeater loop. If there's any, yeah. If you know of any like little machines that will do it for us with customizable, you know, lengths of time, that would be ideal. Any more compact clocks than what we've repeater loop. Yeah, if you know of any like with customizable, you know, lengths of time, that would be ideal. Okay, boom. So I think now we can probably scrub through quite a lot of this because a lot of it's just going to be me waffling. Just a tiny bit of change. 5 nuggets. I can't be bothered. I like that little upgrade. It's cheeky. It's the ingots anyway, right? So that's kind of why I did that, but I'm sort of weird. Make these. That's what we got over here. That's quite a nice improvement though. I like that little change, as it were. A bit where we say that we're finished. We've got so... That can't be correct, then we should have just a tiny bit of change. 5 nuggets. Okay. I mean, so weird. Should we make these into ingots? That's what we got over here. Should we make these into ingots? Yeah, that's where we should start. So what we got over here. Get rid of the time. That would be ideal. That's what we got over here. Should we make these into ingots? Why are they in stacks of 32? That is so weird. Yes, Mr. Devil, you found reeds. Yeah, you found the spot, mate. Good work. Like, yeah, definitely the coasts is the reeds. That's what we got over here. Should we make these into ingots? Stacks of 32. That is so weird. I mean, they're gonna have to be placed as ingots anyway, right? So that's kind of why I did that, but I'm sort of regretting it now. In fact, look, you've seen it all, right? There's everything. Yeah, this is the bit we want. In fact, look, weird. In fact, look, you've seen it all, right? Okay, so look, so if we didn't edit anything else, the episode would end up being 42 minutes long. So now I'm starting to feel like it's possible. I go through this emotional roller coaster every time I'm editing, but at this point, even if the episode was 42 minutes, that would be cool. But we are certainly going to cut a lot from what we've got left. So I think this episode is going to be a reasonable size. You've seen it. It's going to be like 32 minutes when it's finished. That's my estimate. In fact, look, you've seen it all, right? There's everything. That is, and the editing process right now shouldn't take much longer than another 15 minutes, and then we'll load up the game and we'll play some. It's actually kind of everything. We haven't. I'll tell you what we haven't processed yet is all of that stuff, all the dust there. That all came from what we've done today. And also, in fact, look, you've seen it all, right? There's everything. That is actually kind of everything. We haven't, I'll tell you what we haven't processed yet is all of that stuff, all the dust there. That all came from what we've done today. And also, there's the cassiterite and the lead, which I'm going to get to right now. But I didn't mean to say lead, damn it, say nickel. I'm going to get to right now the lead, which I'm cassiterite and the lead. Okay, so here we're going to do a little bit of text. Simple overlay.
Asterisks.
Nickel. Does it need to be quite that big? Should we make it more like sort of size 35, something like that? That looks good. Cool. There's the cassiterite and the lead, which I'm going to get to. There's the cassiterite and the lead, which I'm going to get to right now. Fine. But you've seen the iron. I'm not going to bother moving. So how long was it at the beginning? So this episode I recorded stupidly. I tried to keep it to like about 50-60 minutes that I record that then gets edited down to half an hour. But on this occasion I recorded an hour and 55 minutes. So that's why I didn't get this edit finished yesterday. I was like, I spent all the time that I would normally spend on a Monday editing for the TFC episode that usually goes out on a Monday. And it was like, I wasn't even half done. So I was like, okay, cool. We'll finish it off on tomorrow's stream. Now, special edition, but you've seen the iron. I'm not going to bother. Also, there's the cassiterite and the lead, which I'm going to get to right now. But you've seen the iron. I'm not going to bother moving it all into this locker just to move it down here later. We're going to put it straight where it belongs, which is right here. And yeah, we don't even need to worry about. Cut that silence out there, which is right here. And yeah, we don't even need to worry about making most of the stacks into 32s, do we? Because they, after this point, they're all going in here, where they will self-organize anyway. There we go. It's quite a lot of iron, you guys. I don't see us running out of that for a while. It's pretty awesome. And we're going to keep... I mean, actually, looking at the amount we got there, admittedly, some of that was from dust sifting too. But I'm starting to think with only 30% of that vein done, we might have to expand all those lockers down there into double lockers. We might have to go into the ground one, which wouldn't change the design of the room at all. That'd be quite an easy, quick and easy thing to do. Why do I start laughing? Didn't think I'd be saying that. Easy thing to do. Didn't think I'd be saying that. Let's get this tin done now. Okay, sweet. Nickel time. Just cut that actually. Yeah, the quality of life improvement here is just amazing. just stand in this one spot. I can reach the button from here, check how much is in there, how much is in there. Yep, we got room for another 3. Bang. It's all just stacking up down there. It's very fast. And it seriously is, honestly, my smeltery process, now that we're like dealing with ores in such high quantities, those 2 improvements that we made, switching into an Ender-IO item conduit and putting the hoppers underneath and the little line of redstone there, just huge improvements. Okay, so I think 4 more ingots here. Plus, and again, if I'm honest, just can't be bothered. Oh wait, whoops. Quite a lot of nickel and quite a lot of tin, you know? Quite a lot. Whew. Quite a lot of nickel and quite a lot of tin, you know? Plus all this. So, yeah, we've been on a bit of a romp today. We've been on a bit of a romp. It's very fast. Quite a lot of nickel and quite a lot of tin, you know? Plus all this. So, yeah, we've been on a bit of a romp today. This is excellent. Where do we start today? Maybe cheeky time lapse for you guys. This point might be nice. Should we have a bit more of an up-tempo beat for this particular time lapse here? I forgot that I had this as well. That makes this section a bit easier to manage. So what kind of speed do we want it at? Like 26 minutes up to 27. So it's a minute and a half of ingot stacking. Okay, this is absolutely awesome. Like, wow. Yeah. So we can change this down to like 800%. And then it will be 26. So, whoops, what am I talking about? Yeah, from 26 minutes up to, yeah, it's like 12. We've made it 12 seconds. Yeah, that feels like the right kind of speed. Do we want music underneath it for the sake of 12 seconds? Probably not. We'll just leave it. Okay, this is absolutely awesome. Like, wow. Yeah. Nice. Okay, this is absolutely awesome. Just does that. Wow. Yeah. So I still need to do a mob farm trip. Could do that now. Just do an absolute trip. I don't think we do end up doing it now, so I'll cut out that we can do that now, because we don't do it now. Although, off camera, I have done it. I have done another mob farm session since I finished recording this episode. It's insane. So it is looking crazy in that ingot vault right now. Really long one. Yes, we don't get any sphalerite from the sift. We don't get any sphalerite from the sift. And you can see there's other things. We're kind of short on where we could put a load of our tin, I think, into making brass. Is it tin? I can't remember. Yeah, we'll keep that in. But, like, we're going to need to make a load of that bronze once we get more copper. See, our copper vein is kind of important here. For the excavator, that is. I don't mine by hand anymore. Got a new normal over here, mate. Keep the new normal joke in. Very nice, very nice. I'm just going to sort out this locker now. Everything up there. And into place. Okay, now look, we have a bit of an issue here. See all these shards, right? Right, so we are closing in on the end of the episode here. Do we want to talk about shards and Thaumcraft? I don't think so. Basically, in this whole clip, I remember I just make the point that our Thaumcraft chest is quite full, and we need to start using our Thaumcraft base and moving stuff over there. We can just leave that out. That can be something we talk about in a future episode when we actually come to doing it, when we come to moving into the Thaumcraft tower. All right, so to kind of finish up this episode and keep in its theme, we are going to continue with some quality of life improvements, but in a kind of different realm. It's not our mining procedures or our storage, you know, functionality, or our, or it's not, you know, linking together, or our functionality, or it's not, you know, linking together cheeky little redstone lines and Ender.io conduits, or putting all our machines into a big machine. No. We're just going to look at our inventory management here. I've had an idea. Now, get ready for the 200 IQ. May want to empty this thing first. I think I'm going to. These are all just empty barrels now anyway. But I just want to see if I can do something with this. I say 200 IQ, this idea actually was a flop, but it was a fantastic idea. But I don't have 5 levels. So we can call it like, not here. What am I trying to do? Here. Can we name this, right? Can we name this? I just want to see if I can do something with this. Can we name this, right? But I don't have 5 levels. I have 5 levels. Okay, that's hilarious. I didn't even clock that. Well, hello, my friends. It's been a while. Am I going to put all my tools into it? He's on to me. Well, hello, my friends. It's been a while. But we're back. Well, hello, my friends. It's been a while. There's some kind of like audio glitch here on this cut. Listen. Didn't even clock that. Well, hello. Where I'm like, I go to breathe in. Didn't even clock that. Well, hello, my... So we need to tidy that up. Clock that. Well, hello, my friends. It's been a while. That's all we need to see from those guys, I think. Alright, this is sick, actually. The combination of having been eating well all episode with our lovely... Oh, yeah, we do. We want to keep this in. This is a good point. Actually, eating well all episode with our lovely vegetarian sandwiches here. And now these levels, look at our max hit points now. We've been like slumming it. Santiago, welcome, bruv. How you doing? Like 300. We're about to break 2k, I think. Not that it makes a difference with the armor that we have anyway. With this character is unkillable. It's like, give it here. Yeah, so to bring it back to the original idea, which I'm sure you guys have... I think. Yeah, so to bring it back to the original idea, which I'm sure you guys have clocked now. Yeah, looking good. Look, we're at 37 minutes, even if we didn't edit any of the rest, which we are going to. We're going to start to use these storage crates. So, like, worst case scenario, this episode ends up being 35 minutes. I'm fine with that. To their full potential. Just like, you know, the modern day Minecraft player might with shulker boxes. We're, of course, in 1.7 here, but we have our ways. And I like the idea of having one called liquids, so that's what we're going to do. And we're just going to check that liquids over here works as anticipated. Even though it's got a new name. Aha. So when we place it and break it, it loses its rename. That's a shame, but at least we've learnt to not plow out loads of levels into it. So... is there a way, when it's in your inventory, of telling its contents? Plow out loads of levels into it. Cut! Yes! Snisps. Snip. Snisps. How you doing? I'm good, man. Yeah, the character's unkillable. Cut to death. That would be good. Luckily, we didn't die in this episode. Well, unluckily, because we can't make that gag. But luckily, because... it's good to not die. Welcome, Snisps. I saw you appearing in the Discord the other day. So yeah, big in the game, big yourself right up. So, is there a way when it's in? I think we can leave that pondering. Okay, that kind of scuppers my plans quite a lot, to be honest. No. In fact, we do kind of want to ask that question. Plow out loads of levels into it. Is there a way when it's in your inventory of telling its contents? That, therefore, is my next question. Contents. No. Huh. Okay, that kind of scuppers my plans quite a lot, to be honest. So I think in that case, what we'll do is we'll simply have one of those. As I say, it's been for liquids. But let's make one more to just have as our one that we actually use on a day-to-day, because this is what we're going to take out when we go in fact, when we next go oil gathering, whatever you'd call it. We haven't unpacked a lot of gravel and dacite cobblestone here, and flint gathering. In fact, because this is what we're going to take out when we go in fact, when we next go oil. Okay, this is a classic problem here, where you just happen to, in the way that you're talking, kind of tie everything. It necessarily kind of needs to all be tied together here, because what would be ideal is for me to have said right here, take out when we go on a day-to-day, because this is what we're going to take out when we go oil gathering, and then I could cut, but I don't. Instead, I finish this idea and half start a new idea. This is what we're going to take out when we go in fact, when we next go oil gathering, whatever you'd call it. And then I get distracted, and don't even finish that point either. I get distracted then by the gravel in here. We haven't unpacked a lot of gravel and dacite cobblestone here. So this whole area is uneditable without leaving half finished sentences in, unless we leave this whole stupid journey that I was going on where I didn't finish making the point I was going to make. Yeah, Ginka, I know about the BC pump. We're going to do that next time. I think that's what I was going to say when I was in fact, when we next go, we might not even use flint. Let's see what he says here. Let's make one more of these wooden storage crates anyway, because they're so good. Yeah, so a lot of those points just go completely unfinished. Oh yeah, 4 black steel sheets. So we just need to decide where we cut it. As I say, it's been for liquids. In that case, what we'll do is we'll simply have one of those. As I say, it's been for liquids. But let's make one more to just have as our one that we actually use on a day-to-day, because this is what we're going to take. Okay, I think we can probably cut there on a day-to-day. But yeah, so the basic principle here is that yeah, this is perfect on the day-to-day, and that we actually use on a day-to-day. But yeah, so the basic principle here is that I keep doing this where when I'm working around at home, I chuck everything into a temporary chest. Okay, the redstone needs going upstairs. You can see there's quite a lot of stuff in there. So the idea here is a very simple one. It's just let's have this chest here be in our inventory at all times, and we can just another one of these that isn't full of barrels, that we just have all the useful stuff, but the stuff that we want our inventory clear of moment to moment. Because this backpack was supposed to be that, but my god, is this thing a faff, and you have to... Yeah, let's cuss the backpack, because I do hate the backpack. Moment to moment. Because this backpack was supposed to be that, but my god, is this thing a faff, and you have to have an empty hand to pick it back up, and sometimes everything spills out all over the floor, and it has a durability, that backpack. It's slightly bigger, mind. Nevertheless, these things you can nest inside one another. It's just crazy. I think I double check that you can nest them here, but we know that we can do that, so it is super slow. Oh yeah, and then there's some cherries, which we don't need to include in this episode, I don't think. 4 pieces of that in it. Alright, 6. Yeah, so let's just cut straight to the action here. Nevertheless, these things you can nest inside one another. It's just crazy. Sound of my keyboard is satisfying. Oh, nice. Thank you. Check it out. Ooh, it's a new one with lights in it and stuff. It's a mechanical keyboard, brown keys always. You got to have brown keys. And then because I put aggressive compression on my voice as well. The keyboard hits are being compressed too. Anyway, look, this is really one of the most satisfying bits of this episode, is what we end up with in this barrel that we can now, or in this crate, whatever, that we carry around with us now. Add one another. This is crazy. Alright, 6. I'm pretty happy with this. There's 3 spare spaces in it. We've got a little Thorncraft area there. We've got a little IE area here. Well, it's kind of like just a core sample drill pack there with the engineer's manual to check the different things in each deposit. You've got like a TFC tools there, like a vanilla tools row, and then like, you know, the tinkery bit, and yeah. I think it's looking good. I guess tinkers should go over. Cut out a little bit of silence there. A bit, and yeah. I think it's looking. And like, you know, the tinkery bit, and I think it's looking good. I guess tinkers should go over there maybe and put the IE tools closer to the IE stuff. Something like that. But that one, does that one go there? I don't know. Anyway, you get the picture. This is sick. And then we just have this on us at all times and look at the state of our inventory now. We need to go and put this cherry away. But that's basically it. And then we have like our sandwiches in there. I was wondering, see, I was going to go into so many levels. If we could rename these, so we'd have a liquids one, sandwiches in there. I was going to go into so many levels. If we could rename these, so we'd have a liquids one, we'd have like a tools one, that one that I've just made, and we'd have a food one. And I wanted to test if like food goes off inside the container, but I was imagining we'd have ceramic vessels inside here. We'd have like a sandwich making kit inside the food barrel. Sorry, food crate, I should say. You know, because we could walk around with one of these tables on us and then just be making sandwiches as we go for big trips. That kind of has to make sense, right? Anyway. Yeah, you're getting the sneak peeks all day. But we can't rename them. Boo-hoo. Okay, yeah, let's keep that in. That's funny. Boo-hoo. So, some fruit to drop down here. Very nice. Let's cut all the mold off. So yeah, I'd say overall right now, guys, with this new setup, we are living it up. We still have to do this really annoying thing to our inventory every time we want to make sandwiches. Thankless. We can start to maybe get a bit lazy again because our hit points will be... Or maybe we should leave this in. So yeah, I'd say overall right now, guys. Yeah, let's leave these comments in. They're probably kind of funny. Boo-hoo. So yeah, I'd say overall right now, guys, with this new setup, we are living it up, literally. Slice some of that silence out. We still have to do this really annoying thing to our inventory every time we want to make sandwiches. You gotta reshuffle the deck like that. I prefer the bread on the end. Kind of just easier process. It is really thankless making these sandwiches, I will say that. It's pretty boring, but once we get to like healthy, which we're pretty much at now, we can start to maybe get a bit lazy again because our hit points will be, you know, exceptionally high. But yeah, overall really happy with all the different improvements we've made in this episode for sure. And so I think I'm just going to end by going over to the mob farm. Never heard of a cherry blue before. I've heard of like blue, red, black and brown switches, I think. I'm going to look at cherry blues. And so I think I'm just going to end by going this episode for sure. But yeah, overall really happy with all the different improvements we've made in this episode for sure. And so I think I'm just going to end by going over to the mob farm. It's pretty late now. I've managed to film it all in one day, but it is super late now. But we're going to go to the mob farm armed with a load of sandwiches, and while I just watch some YouTube for the next hour or two before I fall asleep, we'll be AFKing. Get our pig iron up. And I guess with that, I'll see you all next time. So, peace. Cool. Then we just have to put a little crossfade into here. Maybe tighten that in. Bring the beat so that the beat starts in the middle of the crossfade, not at the end. Peace. Fine. And then just slice the end. And this is the finished edit. Little fade out on the end. Bring the audio in line with the end. Little fade out on the audio for 4 seconds. And that's it. That is how we make a DankNStein episode. Let's save. Computer crash. Start again, baby. Cool. Boom. Not bad. Let's play some TFC. Do 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 do. Your internet decided to just say no. It's been nearly 2 hours, yeah. So basically, I spent 2 hours editing that episode yesterday, and then another 2 hours today. So that episode took, including that, well, even if you don't include the AFKing, like I just recorded for 2 hours. I was recording for 2 hours. Then there was AFKing, and then there was also times when I was actively playing that I wasn't recording. But I think we can estimate that I spent 3 hours of actively playing, not including the AFKing, and then 4 hours of editing. So that episode took 7 hours. Like, that's why these things take a long time to make. Yeah, they're not all that long. Sometimes, like, I'll play for 3 hours, but only record an hour of it. Like, I've been efficient in terms of what I choose to record, and then the edit is quicker. So some episodes, maybe 3 hours of recording, of like playing and recording, and then like an hour and a half of editing. That's about the quickest you can do it. But then you've got the upload too. Like, and so also that file that I've just made here, we need to export that, which will take about 45 minutes on my computer to export the half hour. Then it will take about half an hour to upload it. Then I need to make the thumbnail as well, which only takes 5 minutes to make a new thumbnail, get a screenshot from the video, make the thumbnail. Then in the uploading, you need to do all the like tags and like make sure the video is like SEO optimized. And then you maybe post it to a few places like a Discord, or maybe I post occasional episodes to Reddit or to like the TFC forums I used to post to, and I post to the Minecraft forums sometimes. So yeah, like at the least, like when they are as quick as possible from start to finish, I think something like 5 hours is probably the very quickest it's possible to do it. Half an hour upload, maybe not actually. Maybe my upload speeds are a bit quicker, but I usually like to try and wait for it to process before I publish it, so that people can watch the HD version straight away as well. Oh, you think half an hour is quick? Yeah, my internet is really fast. I've got really fast internet here. It's like fiber optic, and I have it wired into the computer and blah de blah. So that's one thing that I've always got on my side, is internet speeds. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed seeing the editing process. Like, it was kind of fun to show it off on a stream. Like I say, it's not something we're going to be doing a lot of, but from time to time. Maybe if you lot really enjoyed it, maybe we'll do it again one time. I think I've just crashed my computer. No, okay, we're in. Takes you 3 days to upload an episode. That is deep. Okay, so here we are in the mob farm. So let's just finish up here and take all this back. What have we got? We don't have much here. I thought we'd gathered a load more. Maybe we came back to do more. I think we might have done. I think we might already have a load back at home. So I'm going to take all this now and just head home, I think. I think I'll head home. I have upgraded the mob farm slightly. Oh yeah, look. We were bringing back this stuff, I remember. Yeah, so basically our system now is that we have, like, at all times we're going to have one of these crates filled with barrels. So we're bringing back a lot of the rotten flesh, because down here the rotten flesh one had gotten full. So we're taking that back for processing into Thorncraft things. Let's just leave that guy, he's fine. We're out of sandwiches. Yeah, cool. So yeah, they get confusing. If they're both like unnameable. I don't think we could try and dye them. I don't think we can. If we can make them different colours as Devil, I think you'd suggested that earlier in the chat. That would be ideal, but I'm not sure we're going to be able to. Bring my game sound back up for you guys a little bit more. Now that we're not dealing with my super compressed edited audio. In fact, I'm going to take my headphones off as well now. Give my ears a rest. Woo! Okay. Is Railcraft in the pack? I don't think so, no. Railcraft's in TFP, I think. I don't think it's in this pack. Unfortunately. Couldn't remember how to get out then. So let's see if I remembered correctly. I think the other night I did do a load already. Yeah, look, I totally did. But yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to process these all into steel, I think, for now. And I'll probably go back to the mob farm at the end of the stream to do a bit more AFKing at that point. We got the red hammers already on there. Do we have stuff in here? Yes, we do. Some high carbon steel that needs to go round again. Very nice. And then this stuff all needs placing on the ground and then picking back up again, which is really annoying. But it is the only way. It's the only way. Okay, so that's got a little project on it. I think this is the barrels, the second one that we picked up. Boom. And we keep this one on us. Let's open up these. Thought we had some more. Yeah, we do. Did I manage to pick everything up there? I did. That's awesome. Everything stacked. Okay, so we can process these. Very nice, very nice. Don't I have like a potions one over here? Yeah, it's getting very full though. Knowledge fragments. We've got quite a lot of these now. That's 10 knowledge fragments. Do you need 5 or 6 for each secret recipe thing? So we might actually be quite close to getting those. I don't think that the vanilla stuff is of any use. In fact, I know it isn't. Throw all that off a cliff, literally. And then gems, gems, gems. Another potion that I missed. Ender pearls. And I guess we could put those 2 blocks away. And then we're looking good. Doesn't really matter what the sword has on it. It's just not going to do any good damage. And we can get whatever enchants we want from our enchanter with items anyway. So yeah, it's kind of like the vanilla stuff just needs to be thrown away. It's just not any use. Apart from the one exception is vanilla axes. We keep vanilla axes for the slice and splice here. Oh yeah, there was haste on those boots, I think. Still, I don't know. Just if we want to put haste on our boots, we can do it. Maybe we should do it. Like, we're just not going to wear boots that don't give us the proper defense that we've got here, you know what I mean? Anyway, that's all going well. And that seems to have all finished. It has. There's steel. But the high carbon stuff needs to go back through. I think this mod pack has one of those mods in it where a load of status effects have been turned into enchantments as well. Let's have a look. XP boost, auto smelt, protection, fire protection, feather falling, blast protection, projectile protection, respiration, aqua affinity, thorns, sharpness and smite, bane of arthropods, knockback, fire aspect, looting, efficiency, silk touch, unbreaking, fortune, power, punch, flame, infinity, luxury, lure, soulbound and repair. Oh, okay. So this thing doesn't actually give us all of the enchants that maybe can appear in the world. That's interesting. That is interesting. Maybe we shouldn't have thrown the haste 3 away then, but it's fine. I think we can live. 28 ingots and 7 nuggets. We got no nuggets. Okay, well we can do 1 batch of those and we can do 1 ingot here. Perfect. Those are finished pouring, so we can just get the dregs into there. Okay, cool. How are these guys doing? Sweet. Not too bad. How do I make lava? So, the lava generation machine over here involves an ex nihilo crucible. We have a Minecraft hopper feeding that cobblestone. And we have a piece of netherrack with fire underneath. One of the complications with this crucible was getting it to cook the cobblestone down. But torches don't work in this pack to do that, but the netherrack does. So go into a dungeon, grab a piece of netherrack, and you're laughing. And then just one of these Ender IO fluid tanks to pull it out. And the fluid tank can also push it in. You see at the back there, that's where the lava tank for the smeltery is. So it's also automatically feeding the smeltery. And all we need to do is keep the cobblestone topped up. Nice. So, got a lot of gold, steel-wise. Let's make a stack. What's this mod pack called? This is Terrafirmacraft Reloaded. It's on the Twitch curse launcher thing, whatever you want to call it nowadays. Okay, so not bad. The idea is that we have these 2 full stacks that we should just leave, we should be not touching them. I wonder how long it's going to take us to get to that level with this stuff. Who knows? Now is our little charging unit sat in here with us? No, it's not. It must be recharging somewhere. Here it is. Ah, indeed, yes, it's recharging from full. So, I think we might even have the chunks loaded over here for this. Yeah, we are. We can unload that now, because we're going to be around here anyway. It's going to be loaded naturally. I did an experiment off camera since that last episode finished, which was to just put the Vibrant Capacitor Bank with its 25 million RF into this guy. Just directly into the excavator. So I put it down in there. And did we take the stuff out? We must have taken the stuff out. It basically, for 25 million RF, it produced very, very little. And the speed that we are getting through that is kind of nuts. Dank, we need to have some fun now. Okay. Well, what kind of fun do you fancy? What could we do? The possibilities are endless. I just like hoarding, you know? I do like hoarding. Look at this. We could double up all of our lockers on the basis that we're going to need to, for the iron at least. Well, for anything that we find a vein of with the excavator, we're going to need a double locker for. So should we renovate down here? Once again. Another down here renovation. Yeah, okay, this is what I wanted to look at. So we could make the lockers for these guys as well, and for aluminium and tungsten and unknown. And then just have like a batch, like a random space here. For now. Searching for more chunks could definitely be a thing, yeah. But we just need other power generation, like, or like fuel. Like, how else can we make, if I could spell it, this is something to look into. How else can we make fuel? It doesn't really give anything away. There's a... I think the only way is with oil, right? Like, going into this guy. But I guess if we took the two we could have like a little portable refinery kind of build that we carry with us. We go to an oil, we get the pump, we get the refineries out, and we just like have some sort of system there. That could be quite fun. That's definitely something that we need to consider. You know, I don't like these strips across the top. Just think it looks a bit naff down here. Biodiesel. Right, this is another IE machine, is it? The IE refinery. The dimensional transceiver, yeah, I agree, Ginka. I think that's like absolutely crucial here, isn't it? And so we need to go Enderman hunting. That's actually what we need to do. Yeah, the axe and shovel are on the way out. I don't think I'll end up repairing them. I think I'll just let them die and make new ones, because the new ones will only cost us 1 ingot and 30 levels, and we might get better enchants and stuff. Also, that one's only black steel anyway, and we'd want a red steel shovel next time. Anyway, let's make tons more lockers. So that means lots of trapdoors to kick us off. And lots of blocks. We actually need to do a count. This is going to be easier to just do a count. Yeah, an Enderman farm, like with the Ender.io spawners, an Enderman farm is what I want to do the most. Where you get the powered spawner from, or what that looks like. But I think it's all kind of like, yeah, there's quite a lot to do in Ender.io, isn't there? A Tinker's Cleaver with beheading. Right, okay. Okay, so what we're going to need is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 18, 21. to upgrade all of those. And then we're going to need 2, 4, 6, 12. So 21 plus 12 is 33. We need 33 more lockers. That's going to use up an awful lot of our steel then, because each of those is going to need a steel plate. So that's like 64 steel that we're going to use on that. So maybe we could process some of that pig iron. Anyway, let's go and just make the 33. So we need 20 more of these for now. So that's going to be quite a lot more trapdoors firstly. I think we're going to need to use at least this much wood. Wait, but we don't need that many of these. Do we just need 6 more? Yeah. Okay. And just make the rest of this into blocks. Okay. Just a little more wood still. It is crazy how reliant on internet we are nowadays, isn't it? I don't know what I would do for a day if I didn't have internet. Like, actually, what would I do? Then don't we need a ton of wood for upgrading them as well? Only planks though, and then 2 logs per recipe. So if we're doing 33 of them, then we need 32, 64. Yeah, 66, right? Easy. And then, is it 4 planks per recipe? So we'll need another double of that. 132 planks, I think. So does that cover us? Yeah, that must cover us. So I think that's all the wood we need for these recipes, and then we just need to start making tons and tons of sheets. Okay. Yeah, okay. So we need like 34 steel sheets, because we're going to need 1 more steel to make the extra steel one. So we need to start off with 34 steel sheets, which is going to be 68 of these ingots right here. Sorry guys. So that's 32. No sooner had they arrived. That's 32. And then that's... What did I say we needed? 68. We need another 4. There we go. We need to convert all these into sheets. Which requires the blue hammerhead. Yes. It should turn into a double. Lovely. Okay, so while that's doing its thing, then we need 2 ingots of every other thing that we're going to grab. So we need 2 of these. 2 of these. 2 of these. Okay. 2. 2. 2. Oh, whoops. This one's full, right? 2 there. 2 from sterling silver. Okay, that's as far as we can get up to sterling silver. Not bad. I'm just going to put all of these in here for now. We got up to sterling silver, so let's go get the rest. Two of those. 2 of those. 2 of those. We got quite a lot of iron, you guys. What do you reckon? Still gonna go and get more though. Oh wow, that's like perfect. Okay, so we actually have to take them from there. That's annoying. We don't need any more of them. 2 of those. 2 of those. 2 of those. And then we're going to decide what we do with all of these in a moment, separately, from just getting the doubles of the doubles. The doubles of the other ones done, you know what I mean? And it's very satisfying to me, just seeing all of those there like that. And then all of these are finished, right? So they will go back round, and while they're doing, I'm going to go for a wee. Be back in a mo. Oh yeah, I'm not wearing headphones. Yeah, this is a nice process, just watching the sheets. Oh baby. And so now we just start doing these. And I think because we don't have a locker above it, we can only do them like this. Is it working okay? Is it behaving? Yes. Don't want it to get confused and screw me over and like end up welding two things together that shouldn't have been welded together. But I don't think it does. Yeah, I think we're all good here. We are good. A beer break. Oh, stop it. I'm so ready for a beer. So I've got a bit of a treat tonight. I'm quite excited. For the first time in absolutely forever. Oh no. They're flying out the side. This thing is full. Whoops. You need to go back around. We don't want these flying out the side. Where are they all? Just in case any landed down there. Yes, look, there's loads of them. Okay, we were able to pick them all up though. Hopefully that's all of them. Probably more are already being spouted out up there. Okay, so we've got 5 minutes to make sure that we've got everything, that everyone's present and correct. I'll tell you my story about what I'm doing tonight later. This is more important right now because madness has occurred. Okay, right, we're looking all right. So what we should be doing is let's chuck 5 of those in there. But then let's come over here and take the sheets out, the finished sheets. and bring those over here. Okay, nice. Yeah, they're all sheets. And then need more of these doubles. Okay, cool. I think crisis averted, but I'm going to want to count all of these just to make sure nothing else fell off the back. But yeah, tonight. So for the first time in absolutely ages, we've got somebody, a friend of ours, coming over to babysit. And me and my partner are going to go out. Still going to be like back home for like a reasonable hour. This isn't like a babysitter who's staying or anything like that. That would be insane. But I'm still kind of looking forward to the night out vibes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Plus 10 is 21. I think that's right, yeah, because they were in groups of 3. And 21's divisible by 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Oh, baby, baby. That's good. So everybody's present and correct, and we can start making our recipes here. So we'll take all of those, and then we'll just take as many of these as we can fit. In fact, not as many of these as we can fit. Let's do this more methodically than that. Red steel, blue steel, black steel. Yeah, steel, we'll take the steel one as well. The raw iron and the pig iron. Let's do that back row first. We'll do the steel one first, just so we know that's out the way. Steel one, a red steel, a blue steel, a black steel, a wrought iron, a pig iron. Let's put that down there so we don't accidentally pick it up with anything else. Okay. Yes, the block we lost last time, I did. That was at the start of like recording the episode that you were watching me edit. So I didn't even include that in the episode. That was just something I just did off camera before I started recording. Just a bit of pre-episode prep. Because we needed it to build up the generator over there to get all this iron in the first place. So we're missing it. We need to also do just another batch of bismuth ones for around the place, because we stole one from there. But also I want to upgrade these 2 chests to lockers that can take ingots and the like. Right, anyway. These 3 first. So here's how I imagine this going down. Take all this up. We're going to want to put it back afterwards, I suppose, because we don't even need to change the level of the floor. We might decide to, because it might look dumb if we don't. In fact, yeah, let's do the floor as one project first, right here. I think we can leave the middle where it is. You can see halfway through I changed to slabs because I was being cheap. But actually that's kind of good. And at this point where we changed to slabs, let's replace them with blocks now. Because what I'm thinking is we go slabs but on the floor for the rest of it. I think it could be quite nice. Maybe something like this. I'm going to run out of slabs. Okay. Make some carpets, yeah. Okay, that ought to do. And then we're going to want to get our tools out. Oh, the absolute sheer convenience of it. And just get all of these. I can just run along like that, can we? Whoops. Wow, yeah, that was quite fast. But it does do them all, that's incredible. Okay, gotta be so careful here. Probably should have done this before we placed the floor back in. We'll leave those as they are. Middle clicking on a block. Good question. No. Is the answer. Okay. Pick up all of our blocks. Okay, very nice. Then we'll go put those away, and we need to grab a little bit more great wood. Make it a tank room. Oh, make a tank room. Hey, I'm up for that. So I'm hoping 14 is going to be enough of these. Let's see. Only one way to find out. Plenty. Okay, now we can start to place these. So the steel one, pig iron, and the iron. Yeah, I think that's cool. Can we still pick up ingots from these stacks? They actually fly off of our head if we're not at that right level. We'll have to see how it goes, but for now we're just gonna go with it. Okay, so now in there, yeah, storage is an absolute mad one. Yeah, cool. I like it. A Skyblock series. You know what I did? Like when I first started up with this one, I started playing Sky Factory. But then I realised Sky Factory like 4 was out or something, and I was playing Sky Factory 2 or something. I can't remember. Anyway, so I was just like, okay, let me stop that right now. But I've enjoyed that in the past. I wouldn't say no. Project Ozone 3 Kappa, yeah, I've heard of it. Oh wait, yeah, I wanted to do these in a bit more organised manner, right? So like, let's take all the early guys like copper, tin, yeah, not the bronze, but the bismuth itself. The brass, yeah. The bronze, the zinc. The lead. Yeah, let's just do this batch of them now. Tin locker, copper locker, brass locker, bismuth locker, a bronze one, a lead one, a zinky one. Cool. Tin, zinc. Okay, cool. We can probably just do the rest now. Okay. We are getting there. And we have 12 left, which I think adds up, yeah, because we've got the remaining like 3 and 3 to deal with. Yeah, cool. So bismuth, black bronze, silver, sterling silver's there, platinum, gold, rose gold, and nickel. Alright. Now, you know what? I don't like the look in here anymore with it all raised up. So we're just going to see. In fact, we've got all this, but I want to make these into what their lockers. Okay, let's do the lockers first. So cobalt and ardite and thaumium. Well, I thought for cobalt we could use blue gem. For ardite, we could use red gem. For thaumium, maybe black bronze. There's also manilium, which we can't actually place. The ingots aren't placeable for some reason, and maybe we could mod them to be placeable at one point or another, but I'm not sure that we can. So, I think that's what we'll do. We'll make a couple more black bronze ones for the thaumium, unless we think that maybe pig iron is a better match. I think the black bronze is a better match, so we need 2 of those, which is going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4 of those ingots. The red gems and the blue gems we can do. Tungsten, I think lead. That's a good match. And aluminium, I think platinum is the best. It's the brightest. So we got some platinum going. You should be able to all get processed together, right? 20 hours of cobblestone. Yeah, that does sound quite rowdy, bruv. Let's go get our gems. Oh, we might... Well, we are going to struggle. We've only got 1 ruby. So we're not going to be able to do that. Blue gem's a piece of piss. We can just use these diamonds. Like, we just need 2 of those, no problem. But maybe we need to use red steel for the cobalt instead, or copper. Copper probably is a better match. Or rose gold. I think it has to be copper. Yeah, I think it has to be copper. I hate autocorrect too, man. I feel your pain. Okay, we should have everything here then to finish this up. So hold on, I'm confused. This is only going to make us... There's still some we haven't decided what we're doing with. God, I thought we were done. But that's only 5 and we're supposed to be doing 6. We haven't decided what we're going to do with unknown metal. I guess black steel. Yeah, black steel. Cool, safe, let me say this right, Snisps. Thanks for joining us, bro. Take care. Anyone else who's new and watching right now, subscribe to the ting. Oh, I cringe at myself. I hate it. But a man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. Take care, Snisps. Peace. Okay, this is everything we need. This will be all the remaining lockers that we have planned for right now. Couple of black steel, couple of coppers, couple of platinums, couple of diamonds, couple of leads. Couple of those, and now all of the rest of this wood that's spare, let's make into half slabs so that we can fix the floor in there, because I really don't like how it looks now that we've done that staggered thing. That should be plenty. Okay, and then oh yeah, then we've got to pick up all of this metal. Check we're not losing anything here. Looking good. So do we want them in that order? I don't think we do. I think we want to go like finish off what's like the more TFC type stuff here. So like to my mind we want aluminium followed by tungsten, which is the lead, followed by the unknown metal, which is the black steel, right? And then we go alu. Yo, Genka. You know what? Maybe it isn't a troll. Maybe people just really liked watching me edit the video. Could have just been a very strategically strong maneuver, that. Tungsten over here. A big reactor. So is this something that will generate lots and lots of power? Because I'm interested. If it generates lots of power, I'm interested. Like, thoroughly interested. Ah! There we go. And the unknown metal, which unfortunately we've ended up with 12 ingots of due to some issues we had back in the day. Hopefully we never end up with a stack to the ceiling of that. Or maybe we want to. Maybe we want to do like a stupid thing. That could be funny, couldn't it? Even the unknown metal we've stacked to the ceiling. We're going to take down these signs here. And these signs here. And take off these blocks. Now, cobalt first, I think is what we had before. And ardite and thaumium. Okay. Put these guys back. So yeah, this place looks a little bit dry. Like I really don't appreciate the kind of different angle we've got from the floor right now. So I'm just gonna do this and just see how bad these look. As little half lockers. I think they're perfectly fine. And the other option would be to like have them just in these bits go down, like so it's like every three or whatever. Nah, I think it's just fine how it was, just with the lockers being halves. Yeah, well, let's look up the big reactor in a minute, definitely. What mod is it from? Or is it just called Big Reactors? Yeah, that feels much better. Come back down like, yes. Either that or I think we bring the entire floor down a whole block. So that we're actually like running around just down here, you know? But then, yeah, we can't pick the ingots off the top. The ingots off the top just literally become for show. So the design is way more practical. With the floor as it's where it's always been. So I think we just keep it like that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And if you want to make an upgrade, then just make the upgrade. But do the half lockers look strange? I think they're fine. Yeah. All good as far as I'm concerned. What am I doing? I want that, and I want the carrot there. And then those are the beggars. These will need to be sorted out. Cool. Big reactors. Okay, I could have guessed that. More fruit trees have come to life here. Plums by the looks of things. It's a good time with an empty inventory to do the harvesting, although it's night time actually, let's sleep. You can definitely find good iron veins, but because of how important they are, it does feel a bit like Sod's Law sometimes trying to look for one. It can be quite unforgiving. I will say that much. Okay. Okay, it should be all of them from this tree too. That's quite a lot of plums. Yeah, we just had the 2 trees. Okay, cool. Nice, nice. You can be, yeah, sometimes you get unlucky finding the core, but also sometimes, like, it's just a vein that doesn't have a very good core. You can sometimes just get screwed over by the fact that the vein you find is actually quite small. Even very small veins, if you're close to them, will give off a very large reading. the prospector's pick is actually quite limited in what it can do. So you kind of have to be aware of that, really. And you start to get quite good intuition just for like which veins are worth pursuing, and quite quickly which ones aren't so worth. Okay. I think fruit-wise we're looking pretty good now. How's our ice going? Still fine in there. Okay. Good. Oh, what? Because if I wasn't holding food, I could have probably held down click and just sprayed, right? Big reactors. Fluid yellorium. So this thing's gonna just pump out RF, is it? I presume. I'm a big fan of this massive fan. Whoa. I think I'm getting distracted here. Okay, so interesting that those two machines have been removed from this pack. Turbine rotor shaft. You can see this has all been built for endgame TFCing. Wire draw bench. Okay. Yep, like double blue steel sheets. Circuit boards with glue and paper and dye. Okay. Like buckets and things. So I think I need to probably look up the wiki for this particular mod. Maybe watch some YouTube tutorials, because I've not done it before. But hey, look, I'm in. If this thing can kick out enough, as much RF as we actually need, then we're gonna be making use of one of these things. You have to keep feeding it the yellow ingots. Where do we get the yellow ingots from then? From yellorium dust. Okay, so pitch blend in the arc furnace will do it. Or again, the yellorium dust. Or yellorite ore. Okay, which I think we can get from the ore excavator. What about the dust? Pitch blend again. Okay, so the dust doesn't come from sifting. I don't think we have yellorium appearing in the world as like as an ore, but I might be wrong. Just waiting for the jumping boost kicking. Oh look, we did have more plums down here. Yeah, easier from above. Okay, nice. Can't have too much of a good thing. Yeah, Santiago, I definitely agree. These ingot textures, I don't know. I think it's that white highlight. They're trying to make them look too shiny, and they just end up looking like out of place compared to the quality of the other textures you get. I do absolutely agree. It's a lot of plum. Plum, 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 plum. I do slightly want to go Enderman hunting now. If we can get that second head, then we're well on our way to trying to work out how to do the transceiver thing. The question is, do we need a head for each one? Like, where is it? For one of those crystals. Was it this guy, the Ender Resonator? Yeah, the Ender Resonator requires a head. So every single one of these is going to need an Enderman head. So we should probably, the first thing we should do, yeah, we should probably look to use this to convert the type of a broken spawner. Yeah, so what broken spawners do we have? I presume we don't have any Enderman spawners. Silverfish, cave spider, skeleton, zombie, spider. So we don't have the end. So we're going to need a soul binder, which needs an Enderman head as well. Convert the type of broken spawner, and if we get one of these broken spawners up and have a look at it, like here, like how do we make it? Oh, you can actually make an Enderman broken spawner. Oh no, that's just a generic broken spawner. They all have that same recipe. They do. Combine with a powered spawner in an anvil to create spawn types. So powered. Empty, yep, okay. So they all take any type of head. We need a Franken zombie. So I guess this is something we could make now. Have we tried it with another head? No, we haven't. I get the feeling it was specific. Like normally if it can be any head like it's excuse me, like it's doing now, it will just rotate through the heads that it can be. I think this is quite a craft though to get one of these powered spawners made. So we need a machine chassis. Do we have any of those left over? Chassis. No, we don't. 4 iron bars, 4 steel, and a basic capacitor. Got you. So 4 steel. Basic capacitor is going to be 4 gold. I think, is it 4 gold and 1? Yeah. Just 1 copper. Machine chassis, right. Electrical steel is steel and coal and silicon, and we need 4 pieces of that. Is that all that we need it? Slice and splice thing, I think that's going to be a slice and splice recipe, isn't it? Yeah. I think we can do that. And these guys, vibrant alloy nuggets, and vibrant alloy is, how do you do that one again? Energetic alloy with the ender pearls. I'm going to need 2 ingots of that stuff, because I don't think we have Only got one piece, yeah. So we're going to need 2 ingots of that, which means we're going to need 2 ingots of energetic alloy. Okay. Oh wait, might as well grab the ender pearls now. This is, yeah, the Ender IO stuff is, the crafting is mad, and like you need to do, this is just one of the machines that I expect us to need to use. This isn't like gonna be everything we need anyway. Although it did just say combine in a anvil. We'll have to wait and see. Yes, Scorplock, welcome. This is 1.7 Minecraft, correct. The old school TFC. What did we come here for? 2 gold. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to do this because I'm like, I just need things to look nice. For any of the ones that where we've gone over, yeah, like this, they just need to go up at the top. Did that one already. None of those are over. This guy is. This guy is, yeah. These 2. Don't think the bismuth is. Oh, it's only just. Okay. Fine. Over here. I hear an Enderman. Oh, did you see how my game lagged just as I got near him? Come fight me, bro. I think the rain probably meant he just got scared off. He probably teleported out into the rain and then ran away. Ah! My game lagged just as I was going back to kill him. Anyway. Was it these 3 like that? But that only makes the energetic alloy. I've forgotten already if we're doing this right here. I think there might be another step we're missing. Oh no, it is energetic alloy and ender pearl. Okay, fine. Yeah, I've only dabbled with TFC in 1.12, but like I'm a bit of a purist when it comes to TFC. I like my 1.7 TFC. They, you know, the little changes look interesting, but they also are like, I'm a bit meh. Oh yeah, and then steel and silicon and coal powder, so we need 4 more steel. Forgot about that. Yeah, we're running out of steel again. Coal powder and silicon. Easy. Oh, and then we just need those crystals, right? Whatever they are. Need 2 vanilla. Can we use the TFC emeralds, or do they have to be vanilla ones? They can be TFC ones. In fact, I think the vanilla ones are cheaper, aren't they? Maybe we should have done that before when we made the diamond thing. I think you can... Yeah, you get 3 vanilla diamonds out of this. I think we might have the same situation with this. If we convert one of these. Yeah. Okay. To put the emerald in like vanilla. Yeah, vanilla stuff over here. Okay. And then it would just be this guy. 4 blue steel ingots, 4 diamonds. So I think I know we can leave one of these behind. And then this guy, which is going to be 2 pieces of silicon, a piece of redstone, and a zombie head. And then the... what do they call that stuff? Solarium. Golden soul sand. Okay. Easy. Two pieces of gold, right? 4 blue steel. Okay. I think this might be everything we need now. And what is this stupid recipe? Oh wait, also, what's that like? There's like a level I just keep skipping. Oh yeah, no, I forgot that. That's fine. Okay. Doesn't even take that long. It doesn't even have a capacitor in, and it's going quite quick. Mr. Devil, sounds like you're getting super unlucky, bro. Okay. And then any other head. So we just pick a cheap one. Probably. Yes, Dominator. Tonight I'm out. I've got date night. I'm going out with my partner. Maybe when we get back. Depends what time we get back and what state I'm in. But yeah, we'll see. I definitely have the hankering for more Zomboid soon for sure. Bryce GX, hello, welcome. How are you doing? Is it like that and like that? And like that, and like that. Powered spawner, combined with a broken spawner in an anvil. So that's fine, that's all well and good, but I think we need the broken spawner to be a Enderman type, used to convert the type of a broken spawner. So I think the next machine we need to build is this one. Yes, Bryce, I'm good. I'm good, thanks, man. I'm good. If I've understood all this correctly, but let's have a little play, just with what we have already. Like, so we'll take like a spider one, and like a skeleton one, and just see what happens when we just kind of put these in anvils together. But I bet that's what we need. We need the soul binder so that we can change some of these broken. Right, so it turns it into a spider one at 30 for 30 level cost. Indeed, skeleton. Supply with power to activate. Upgrade with capacitors to increase speed and energy storage. Okay, yeah. So yeah, so we need to make a soul binder to turn our broken spawners into Enderman spawners. So that's definitely where we should put one of the heads. The one head that we have should go into this recipe. So we need to make another machine chassis. And we'll need to make 4 of that solarium. Nice one. Safe price. There's also a if there's anyone else who's new watching today, there's also a Discord server link in the description. And yeah, definitely subscribe. We're doing all sorts. And trying to keep to a fairly regular pattern here. We do at least like 2 or 3 streams a week, at least 2 episodes a week, edited episodes. Like, things are happening. We don't have a vanilla skeleton head because we don't have vanilla skeletons in this pack. We might have to add a conversion recipe from wither skulls to plain skeleton skulls. Maybe we should try and do that now. That could be a good little activity to do on the stream. And then we need to capture an enderman with a soul vial. What, in order to use the soul binder to bind the soul into the spawner, presumably, yeah? So that's fine, but we can do that later. Let's try and get our crafting done right now. And so, yeah, we can put these broken spawners away. We want to keep one of those on us. And our enderman head should be in here too. There. Put those back. We'll try with a skeleton skull first, see if that works. But I just don't think it will if it's not cycling through them there. Like, for example, what was the one that was cycling through them that we just built? The powered spawner, right? See, it shows all the different heads coming through. With the ones there as well. At any rate, we need the 4 solarium. Santiago, you know what? I'm starting to consider making a mod pack because we can add these recipes. We're learning bits and pieces. So I have considered it. I think somebody said that if we did make a mod pack, that we should call it DankNStein's Monster, which I think is an excellent idea. I think that'd be very cute. Oh, Daminator, you starting a new game. Oh man, I feel for you, bro. It's never easy to end a long run like that. Yeah, I do want to play some more Project Zomboid. Like Panic the Mechanic, this guy's been alive for a bit too long. I feel like his days are numbered. But yeah, basically I was saying this earlier, like, because we are going to probably hit 1,000 subs at some point this year or maybe early next year. And I don't really want like a load of adverts running on my content, to be honest. So I'd rather find other ways to start to turn this into my job. Maybe like I say, kind of getting all the DankNStein music up on Bandcamp. Maybe we could look at 22 ingots of this, yeah. Maybe we could, you know, there's a whole host of things, but like making a mod pack would be one way as well, and just getting like Patreon going and stuff like that. I'd much rather do things like that and have people who want to contribute, or people buy music who like the music. I'd much rather do that than have to run ads. I didn't need 2 pieces of copper, did I? I just needed 1. We're also running super low on these. Wow, we only got 4 left. Don't do dumb fire things, yep. That is the advice of kings. Chassis? Was it like this? I reckon it's got to be a... Where is it? Yeah, I just reckon it's got to be a normal skeleton skull. Right? So let's put all this here. And then we just need to add a recipe to convert with the skeleton skulls into vanilla skeleton skulls. You think I should run them anyway? Maybe we'll run the ads as well. Who knows? I kind of like, I don't know. Yeah. We'll see. Maybe we can limit them so it's like they only run before, but no like mid rolls or something. I don't know. But then like YouTube did this thing the other day where they just announced that they were going to change the way that mid rolls work, and as a result, anybody who'd said that they didn't want mid rolls, that was returning to its default of like yes, having mid rolls, and it's just like If people have already switched it off, don't like default it back down. That's just dumb. Anyway. Who can remember how to edit these script files? I think I can. Let's do it now. So, save and quit. Yeah, it's true. People do just use ad blockers anyway, so I do hear what you're saying. Okay, so boom. All right. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I just started launching the game again. Oh well. If I close this, is that going to work? Or is it just going to freak out? Yeah, just close that. Okay. Just trying to find this path. Here we go. Okay, boom. So here we are. Scripts. I think it's in scripts. Yeah, I think it's in scripts. And then Mind Tweaker Recipe Maker. I think it's this one. We should be able to see all of our old things. I don't have a proper code editing software, which I should get because I think there's some really good free ones. But look, vanilla bookshelf crafting, this is one we've added. Silverwood leaves conversion, this is one we've added. So this is the right place to do it. So let's start a comment and we'll say, oops, skeleton heads conversion. Now all we need to do is find the syntax for what goes in there and what goes in there. Or rather, not the syntax, we just need the item IDs. We've got the syntax now. Mandrak, welcome. Hey Dank, how are you? Big in the game. If you're new to the ting, welcome. Welcome very much. Welcome yourself very much. Okay, so market and name change. Those are interesting. But we're going to need to find some mentions of the heads in some of these. Or else, they're both vanilla. We should just actually be able to Google this. Item ID, Minecraft, head, skeleton. .12.2 and below. So Minecraft skull, I think. Which will go in there because that's what we want to the recipe to produce. That's the item that we're crafting, goes in first. And then with a skull. Doesn't have the legacy one. We could just assume that that's it. That it hasn't changed. Maybe it just means it hasn't changed since. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Okay, now I'm feeling confused because it says its legacy item ID is just still Minecraft skull. I don't even want to click on any of your stuff. Head, official wiki. This might be useful. Data values. ID Java edition. Skeleton skull and with a skeleton skull like that. Maybe put 1.7. It's probably not a bad idea. Hello, Flam Tubby Toast. Welcome. How are you? Just gonna go with this because it feels more consistent to try it like that. So let's save that. What is happening? What we're trying to do is in Terrafirmacraft, playing with Ender.io, we have created a recipe here that is going to hopefully help us convert wither skeleton skulls into vanilla skeleton skulls, which we need for a particular Ender.io recipe that we are looking at. So we've saved that down. Let's come out of here. Let's give that a go now. Yeah, Daminator, that sounds like a good idea. Let's like bring people into the squad straight up. Oh, maybe not. I can't remember what we set it up as, like what permissions we set it up as. Let's have a look. We'll have a look later. Michael, you're saying you came too early. Too much information. Squad is intro. Yeah, cool. Prod was like specifically for musics. Because I think there was a group that was like just for chat on that. But whatever. I'm easy. Knob is me. Yeah. That's right. Squad, prod, and knob. Yeah. Alright. Let's get some in-game about us here. What are we thinking? What do you think our odds are here of this working? I think it might work. I think we might be using item IDs that are too new. If we get no error messages here as we log in, I'm almost certain it's going to work. Yeah, okay. I don't think this is going to work. Could not resolve either of those item IDs that we gave it. Yeah, and lo and behold, it's not working. Okay, back to the drawing board then. It was worth checking the most basic thing first, though. To just see if the most basic thing we could possibly do did work, but it didn't. So, a little bit more digging. So I'm just going to get rid of these. Though we can be almost certain that they're going to both start with Minecraft, right? It's just about what comes next. So, can we have a look in here for the word skull? It's not in there once. Or wither. Not in there once either. Oh, hold on. There you go. Oh shit, when you're in the game you can look at item IDs, can't you? That would have been clever, defenders, I like it. Mandrake, you like watching my stream because you can train your ears. Am I tricky to understand? Which one of these scripts is going to likely have... Maybe the Ender.io one? Ender.io item Frankenskull 2 and 4. Okay, those are different things. Or item skull. I feel like that isn't a specific skull. Okay. So, or item skull. Let's Google that and see what Google has to say about what that item ID means. It probably just means like any skull, right? Or ID list. It's missing item skull, that hit. Okay. You must understand way more than 10%, my friend. I think you're not giving yourself the credit you deserve. F3 and H will toggle the display of item durability in the pop-ups when you hover over an item, and it will also show the item IDs. Maybe we should just do that. Unless there's another one of these that we think... Vein 7, no core. Deep. Mr. Devil, it sounds like you're definitely having an unlucky day, my friend. Okay, let's relaunch the game. Oh. Yeah, we'll just get rid of that line for now. And save that. And then relaunch. And see if we can see the item IDs in game. I think that is probably the easiest thing to do. Sorry, that's a very interesting work email there. Like I run my own business and it's a tough time to be running your own business, but things are starting to turn around, and that email there is quite promising, so that's good news. Okay, here we go. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. God damn. It's a lot of rain. Okay. I think we're in. Oh yeah, the screen's going to be glitching around because I'm not in in-game mode. Here we go. That'd be better for you guys. Okay, so. What did I say? F3 and H. Minecraft skull. That's not super helpful. Because I'm pretty sure... Okay, hold on. God damn it. Right, yeah, so back in the day, all the heads were just called skull. And they had these different numbers. So let's write down those numbers. How do you get to not glitch around? Okay, so in OBS, Michael, you've got 2 different ways that you can bring your screen capture in. You can either do a screen capture, or you can capture the a specific window. So we're capturing the Minecraft window rather than doing a screen capture, which means that OBS is processing it like a signal from a game, I think. It's just better. Defenders has got me locked down. So you've got the numbers there, bruv. Skeleton skull with that number, yeah. Okay. I can't remember how you deal with those numbers in the thing, but it's basically we want to convert from -1 to -0. -1 to -0 as a little recipe. Boom. Yeah, so in-game is way, way better for moving parts, and then screen capture is better for, like, everything else. For some reason, screen capture isn't working right now. How strange. There we go. There we go. So how do we do it with those massive crazy numbers then? Like, I haven't seen any of those in any of the rest of these. Do you just write the number straight in? It was 0397, right? Because you've put 0387 for the second one, but I think they're both 0397. Oh, okay, so we'd just do it like that, where you'd still have it there, but you just need a colon at the end. So that would be for the wither, which is not what we want. We want 0 in there. And we want, like, the 1 over here. I think. Let me just get my Google back up. Okay, it's all low. It's actually lowercase on the Minecraft there, just like it is on the bookshelf here. That's a lowercase m. So I think that should work. Yeah. Not capital for Minecraft yet. You've spotted it too. number 1 was the wither, and that's what we convert from, and that's what we convert to in a shapeless recipe. I don't see why that won't work. Well, fingers crossed, eh? This has been a joke stream. Cheeky bit of editing, cheeky bit of gameplay, cheeky bit of coding. You could call it modding, on the very verge of modding. Wow. Yes, Devil, you've got it. You found it. As long as it's rich, that's the main thing. Don't bother mining anything that isn't rich, trust me. Especially with iron, and especially if you're going to use that iron to make steel. Don't accept less than rich. So, and if you've got a little bit of a nice dense pocket of it, just mine everything out of that area, bruv. That's you. That is you. Alright, Mandrak, need to go. No worries, brother. Take care. Peace. Subscribe on your way out if you ain't already. Send a link to all your mates. Let's get more subscribers today than we've ever got in one day. Just everyone who's watching right now, link it to your brethrens. Okay, let's go. Oh my god, it's a mega core. Excellent. Three by 3 and nothing else is iron. Yeah, that sounds like a nice core. Okay, we have no errors, no compiling errors for the script we just wrote. I think I'm optimistic. Hey, it worked, you guys. Hey, it's the soul binder, you guys. Okay, sweet, we did it. We did it. Success. Success is ours. Yeah, good stuff. That's some good shit. So, we're going to definitely, in the beginning of the next episode then, make this stuff work for us. We're going to build ourselves an Enderman farm. We just need to hunt an Enderman, right? Get a soul vial, all that stuff. So, we'll save all that for next episode. It's 4 o'clock here, UK time. I've got to go, basically, and get on with some real-life things. I've got to go collect my daughter, things like that. But I've had a sick stream. I've really enjoyed it. And thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for watching. Please like the stream. Please share it. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Like I say, send a link to my YouTube channel to everybody you know. That's maybe a bit much. But people who might be interested in it, send them a link. And yeah, let's start start building this thing up and up and up, up and down and up and up and up and up. Oh no, and down. But then we'll build it back up and down. We'll build it up. We'll build it up. This staircase needs a redesign. This is shocking. Wait, why? That's weird. Yeah, like that is weird. It's like, even though it's a half slab, it's not letting me step up. Step off! I think it's because of the way there's that bit there. It sees me hitting that bit, and it thinks it's a whole block, and then I end up falling. So I need to be facing more like this. Okay, there we go. Boom. Glass that doesn't let light through. That's a genius idea. So yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun with that next time for sure. So yeah, like I say, thank you all for watching. Take care of yourselves, yeah? And I'll catch you all very soon. Peace, 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 peace. Peace, 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 peace.